it's you're right to be able to your opinion.
Yeah, but they don't have to. They don't have to platform you, so that's the other side of the issue. Like you can say whatever you want, but they don't have to. They don't have to build a platform for you to speak on.
Like, wait a minute, we don't agree with that. You can't say it.
That's basically the heart of this whole Gina Carano thing that people have been going crazy about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so she's a dumb bigot. She couldn't keep her dick licker shut. Now Disney decided they don't want to pay her money. Boo-hoo. She can go cry her fucking tears and daub them with fucking $100 bills, but...
That's what I was going to say.
You know what? Yeah, she's going to be a darling on all these right-wing, news channels and crap. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. It's not like there's an industry blacklist that, purged all conservatives for a decade, right? Like we did with communists.
She has a huge following. Still,
yeah.
And I think there's still a huge chance because of that, of the backlash to the backlash, that she could come back at some point.
Oh yeah, she probably will.
She was just a solid character on the show, and to get rid of her because of that is every media's fucking leg jerk reaction.
Yeah, I mean, corporations made a cost benefit analysis at some point, and they went, you know what? We're targeting the younger demographic. They are more progressive, and we want to keep making money off of them for a long time. So, you know what? We're not going to associate ourselves with outright bigotry and other sensitive stuff. And a lot of the times this does, they do overreact to this stuff. But, yeah, it does make it a little hard for conservatives sometimes because corporations have done the cost-benefit analysis and determined they're going to make more money by pandering to the left wing than to the right wing. Sorry. It's not like they actually care about either of these politics. They just want to make money, and they've decided that pandering to the left is the way to get there. Hey, there's my invite. And I'm not siding with Disney. And there's a really great thing we could all do to make this situation go away or mitigate its effects. Not allow corporations to have so much power. But, if you're going to pass stuff like right-to-work laws and then cry when Disney fires you, I'm sorry. But you've undermined workers and unions for 3 generations now.
Yeah,
that's eventually going to bite you in the ass.
Yourself at that,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm not going to shed any tears over Gina Carano. She'll be fine.
No, I don't. Any celebrity star or anything. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. There's so many people that are out there struggling to fucking make ends meet. That who gives a fuck about this fucking star who got their car broken into or lost their spot on a fucking reality TV show or some shit? Who cares? Yeah. Like, that is so fucking low key compared to the rest of the world. But because they can get on the media because there's somebody famous, and it's a story that exactly the left can push or the right can push. Who gives a fuck? Like, that's my version of it. It's like, I don't care. I don't watch enough fucking shit to give a fuck. Like, don't get me wrong. I love The Mandalorian. That was an awesome show.
I've never watched an episode of it.
Dude, you need to watch it. Like, for real.
I don't want to give Disney any money. I don't know.
I'll download it and send it to you.
Make sure to give us privileges to access your monkeys.
That was a joke, Twitch. That was a joke. We are not advocating piracy.
Oh yeah, forget that we're on Twitch right now.
Oh man. Anyways, Diablo 2. Let's just get into this and talk about it while it's still a hot topic to talk about. What the fuck, Diablo 2, Timmy?
So my take on it is they should have done what they did with Diablo 2 with Diablo 3.
What, remake it again?
Not remake it, but make it in the same concept. Diablo 2 set the standard for what was the turn of the century style, open world RPG MMO that you could actually go out there, crank and stuff like that. Yeah, they've had bigger games and better games that have come out, but for the old school, like, get down and grind and get some stuff, that was one of the grandfathers of it. So
that's basically the foundation. Diablo 1 really didn't get things started. It was Diablo 2. That's when all the clones and shit came out.
Absolutely. And that's where the eBay sellers started to come out and people realized they were like, holy crap, we can start making money from this.
I remember that.
on the other side of that, with Diablo 3, Diablo 3 is so linear of a game. It's still very playable. You know, you can still go through it. You still find good stuff. You can still grind. But it's straight linear to the fact of it's the same. Every map is the same. Everything is the same. I hated that reason. If you go to Diablo 2, you got maps that change every time you play it, up until that level with the boss. Every time you go to Endariel, that map's the same. On level 4 of the Catacombs, that's the same. You know, you get to Mephisto, that is the same, right? All those maps are always the same because it's hard for them to break past that, oh, well, this is the boss level, that's what we got, and, you know, we have to create the boss schematics for that, you know?
Yeah. Hey, it's Jared! We've got everyone except for the loudmouth military guy here.
Well, that's okay. We got this other.
So far, I'm the only one.
We've got a replacement right now. I think the biggest problem with Diablo 3, and a lot of people like to whine about the art, and I view that as fairly trivial. The biggest problem with Diablo 3 was it tried to be too much like Diablo 2. Like, you had the desert area, you had the I can't remember the area around Tristram, what that whole region is called. It's slipping my mind right now.
What's the area around Tristram called? Area in Diablo 3, Tristram.
Like the nation that Tristram belongs to.
New Tristram?
No, that's the new city.
No, outside of that. The Fields of Misery? No. Was that in the original one? Fields of Misery in Diablo 2 as well?
I think that was in Diablo 2, right outside the rogue encampment.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know what? I'm going to look it up, because now this is actually bugging me.
So I agree with that. That's the things they took. We're like, oh, let's take the nostalgic parts of it, and we'll bring it back. That's what they tried to do with the fucking Necromancer. They're like, oh, you know,
I love the Necromancer too. I don't care. They played right to my fan service, and I lapped that shit up.
Of course. You met the Necromancer in the fucking right in the desert.
Yeah. I want to call it Loot Ghislaine, but I don't remember what it's actually called.
It's not Loot Ghislaine.
It's not Loot Ghislaine. It just looks exactly like Loot Ghislaine. I mean, that said, I got to say something heretical. I actually prefer Diablo 3 over Diablo 2 because it's
easy though. It's the playability is there, dude. That's the only thing I think.
Like every time I played Diablo 3, I would like go through runs and I grind for gear. I always felt like I was making forward progress, right? Do you know how much time I wasted on Diablo 2? How many days I burnt to get nothing?
Yeah, I will agree. I will agree on that. There is a lot of grind. How many Mephisto runs, Diablo runs just to get IK gear?
How many cow runs?
Stupid.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. IK, oh my god. The fucking cows. Like, now you got the unicorn level.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get I only do that to get fucking money for shit. to craft. Like, and I'm just like, okay, I need to craft all these gear, and I got all these. That's the thing that I like that they changed too was the blacksmith. Can
upforge your shit, and yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like
you can really get some good shit.
Even if you don't get the exact drop you're looking for, you can usually convert it into something you want, or convert it into components.
Did you play any of the set runs? What the fuck is that called, Sherry? With the sets. Where if you have the sets, you go to the podium.
I don't think I did that. I think that was after I stopped.
Yeah, I know. I grinded a lot on it. So you get there's a place you can go, and you go to a podium, and it's part of the whole thing where if you have a set, you can go to a podium, it's like in the catacombs or whatever, and you can do these like challenges, and if you get a lot of gear, you get a lot of money from doing the challenges, but you have to complete them in a certain time frame and be able to do these certain things with this set. And certain sets, when you just like, okay, my character's like, I got level 365 barbarian, and I'm out there with this set, and this set fucking puts my shit like I'm level fucking 50. Sure, it gives me great stuff on certain things, but now I got to complete this challenge where I'm just gonna bomb. You have to really use tact to do that.
No, I don't think I've ever done that.
Dude, I'm telling you, take a look at it next time you get on, next time you have a feeling to play, and look at that, because I did a lot of those runs. And that was the other thing they did, was with being able to get those keystones, those keys. I like that thing.
I think I'm going to keep my powder dry for Diablo 2. I mean, like, I love grinding, right? It's always been something I've enjoyed, but, man, I've only got so much time in my day now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same with me, man. I play on the weekends, man. Like, I come home, I'm usually home late, and by that time it's dinner, kids, shower, bed.
Right. Damn kids. See, this is the reason why we didn't have any Rebecca, so we could keep playing video games.
That's exactly why.
Yep.
I can tell you two have a healthy relationship, though, because if your wife is sitting there complaining that you're the one who's been able to play Diablo 3 the most, but that's a valid complaint.
Right. Well, when we first got it, we got it on the PC, and we both played together. And then when it came out with Xbox, we both played on that. We grinded on that, and then I came out on the Switch, and I went underway with that on the Switch.
Ah, smart
played
lad.
all through that. Like, dude, that was the most, like, epic choice that I could have done.
Right.
Because you're on a submarine for fucking anywhere from 60 to 90 days constantly out to sea. And you have nothing to do. So I played Diablo 3, Zelda, and The Forest.
Oh, right. We bought that game recently. We were gonna make that a podcast game.
Super fucking hard. Like,
okay, we might not make that a podcast game.
it is fun, challenging. Like, it starts off, you're in a plane that's crashed, and you got to start collect everything you can fucking collect and start building, open your shit up, because there's cannibalistic people that are trying to fucking eat you, and it's scary.
It's scary.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it was a wild ride, because I had the beta. I just downloaded the beta, and I was like, let's play through it, let's see what's up, and then I would come into port, and sometimes it would be like, oh, there's an update to the beta, here you go. So you get a little bit of extra bite, to feed the fire.
Are we still talking about cannibals, or have we moved on to something else?
Both. No. It was a really good game. I enjoyed it. It's definitely a time consumer.
So you said that you built a PC for your wife not too long ago.
I did.
Dude.
So it was difficult, man. I'm not gonna lie. I have not been around since the Pentium 3s, for building computers. What was the NVIDIA GeForce 440 was like the top of the line at the time. And, I was like, this, you got a gig of RAM, and you thought you were the hard dick on fucking campus.
I mean, back then you were.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, with that much, you were like, dude, I can fucking run Diablo 2 in the full settings. I can run StarCraft at fucking full settings.
No, I remember back in the day, like 2002, 2003. You know what the big dick swagger was? I can fight Baal, and my game won't lag when he summons the minions of destruction.
Right? Yeah.
That was the shit.
No,
Those fuckers always killed me because I was not in that vaunted group that had a computer like that.
Like, as soon as they summon, it's like, stop. You're like, well, this is where I die.
Yeah, once those counselors and Bardock the Bloody, were about to die, I was like, I'm gonna go to the beginning of the throne room and just hope. Just hope.
It's like, I hope I spammed enough keys to do something before I left.
So, God, man, what a way to turn that around. I'm really good at this some days, aren't I?
Right.
Yeah, well, it's funny because Rebecca and I, we built a computer a few years ago, and we did it just because we wanted, it was part of our bucket list, right?
Right.
And, you're never too old to start planning for, shit you want to have done before you're too fucking old, right? So we had the money, and I planned everything out. I bought all the components. We put it together. We were, getting that fucking motherboard in place, and we went to boot it, and we got nothing.
Oh, man.
And
That's the worst.
It turns out that I screwed the motherboard in too tight. And so, after fucking around with shit, All I had to do is unscrew the motherboard and screw it back in. Little lighter touch this time, and then it booted up.
Said to him, "Are you sure this isn't like too tight?
Are you sure the motherboard's supposed to bend?" I was like, you gotta make sure it's snug. You don't want it falling out. It's gotta hold like a fucking 10-pound graphics card. So.
Yeah.
But it works. I'm using it right now, so.
So I went really low key, well, sort of like mid grade with hers. I got the ATX B450 Pro with Wi-Fi integrated for her motherboard.
Yeah.
Which it's okay, you know. I got I don't know, the fucking Ripsaw 16 gigabytes RAM. The GeForce 1650 Super, which is fine.
No, it's a pretty decent card.
It's not bad. I want to upgrade her, but I fucked up and got a low power. I only got a 400 watt power supply.
Yeah, you can't really. Well, I mean, you could upgrade to like a 3060 with that.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about. I'm just gonna get. I want to do the 3060, but I think I'm about push her to 700. Or the 800 watt one that I seen. But it's all money, man. It's all the deal.
Yeah, power supplies have gone up a lot because of.
It's insane.
Trump's tariffs didn't help with that, but also there's just low supply in general right now. So,
well, that's because everybody's trying to get. Well, when the what was it? The 2080s came out. Was it 2080? Is that what I'm thinking? The one before 3060 came out. Everybody was like, "Holy shit, let's buy it up!"
Oh, yeah, they're doing that now with the current cards. Yeah, like right. I really want to upgrade to a 3070, but like there just hasn't been any stock. So I'm like, by the time I can get my hands on this, I might as well just wait for the 4070. So
right, and that's what ended up happening with the last one too.
Yeah, so
everybody was banking on it, and they fucking wiped the stock and then trying to resell. That happened. Same thing that's happening with the PS5 and the Xbox fucking Series, whatever the fuck it is now.
Series XS, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was actually able to get a PlayStation 5. Actually, I got two, one for Rebecca and one for me.
Dude, I have not out here. They were there right at the beginning, and I didn't have the money to go get it. And I was like, well, and then I had a buddy of mine who was like, yo, bro, I'll sell you one. He's like, but it's going to be $800.
Fuck him. That's not a buddy.
And I was like,
that's not a buddy.
Up.
He's not a fucking buddy if he does that.
That's what I said to it, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, he went and pre-ordered like 7.
What a dick.
PS5s.
No, I hate this guy. He's an asshole.
Yep. No. I don't disagree. And I didn't know this until after the fact. And he had one that was already promised, and he was willing to sell it to me for $100 more than he had promised it to somebody else.
Dude, fuck him.
And I was like, bro, you're a fucking asshole, man.
Yeah, what a dick.
If I got a PlayStation 5, and this offer goes for everybody here, if I was able to get another one, I would be able to sell it for $600, and that's for shipping and tax, because I'm not picking up a PS5 and taking a loss on it for other people. But
right.
No one should really spend $100 on this thing extra. You should just wait for the price to come down. It's fine. I like it. I was playing on it earlier, but there's not a whole lot of games on it right now. So,
well, and that's the reason why I was going to wait too, for both, because I got 2 PS4s and I got 2 Xbox Ones, right. And the only reason I have them is because they were cheap. I was able to get them very cheap, and I was like, this is, me and Sherry both play, so we both jump on, and I haven't been able to get like the PlayStation Plus for the PlayStation one for me yet, but I do the Game Pass and stuff like that because I was like, that's a really good deal.
The family that plays together stays together.
Right, and we do have fun. We do have fun. I'm trying to get her on the Genshin Impact too, but she's not about it.
All right, Sharon and I are like, nah, fuck this noise, man.
What are you making all these sticks for?
Oh, you already built the raft?
Yeah, I'm glad you did make sticks though.
Well, then I'm making another raft. Damn it, you will not steal my raft glory. But you can definitely make the sails for this other raft.
No, I'm only going to be able to make another sail for him to be able to do his galleon, so...
How dare you.
Unless you want to go hunting for fur, that's not happening.
How much did your build cost?
My build?
With your computer.
Oh!
1,800 roughly.
Yeah, because...
Holy cow.
We got a 1070 Ti. We pre-ordered it right from the manufacturer. That was about $450. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that goes into it. I think the case was about $60.
Yeah.
We bought a big, ugly black box, right? That had a lot of room and came with, like... That case was the best purchase we could have made for that thing. Because it came with everything. Everything we needed. Brackets for hard drives and all kinds of miscellaneous screws in case the other hardware people didn't fucking send them.
Right.
I think we got a decent power supply, but I think it's only like 550 watts, which is... Like, I wanted to shoot for about 50% more than the computer would consume. And yeah, I think our computer's maximum is like 370 some watts. And 550 seemed like a lot of overhead. And I'm kind of like, maybe I should have gone with like 650 for the... Maybe if I ever wanted an 80 series.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted to do, was push higher for that, because I really fucked myself with that. We
got a really good motherboard, some ass rock. I can't remember the actual numbers. I have the box around here somewhere, but I'm not going to get up and look for it. It was a $200 motherboard that was discounted to $120.
Damn.
And like one of the big things,
of it right around like Black Friday.
Hey, it's Greg. And one of the big things we spent money on was 32 gigabytes of RAM, which was expensive back then. Like the price has halved since then. So, and I mean, then there's just other stuff like the operating system and.
See, I still haven't bought the operating system. That would push me over $1,000 for my build.
Yeah, I mean, we mostly went with higher income. We bought a 1 terabyte SSD, and I think we got a DVD drive because Rebecca wanted to play The Sims. And
see, I didn't have the option with my case, man. I fucked up and I bought the case without thinking.
Yeah, we bought a big, ugly black box. I can't remember the numbers behind this one either, but it's like an HAF case, a Cooler Master case.
Great.
And
I should have fucking went with that, man.
It was
great.
I
got a mini ATX or
micro
ATX or whatever.
See,
I fucked up.
I factored in my own incompetence for this PC build, and I was like, you know what? I suck at this. I'm just bad. I'm like Homer Simpson trying to build that fucking barbecue pit, right? And I know this ahead of time.
So fire around you.
Right? Why is my every attempt at masonry end in failure? But so I decided to buy like the biggest fucking honkingest box and the most user-friendly components I could get, and I still almost fucked it up. But I couldn't even get that damn GPU install. I wanted to install that GPU, but I was too clumsy to manage it. Rebecca with her
I was so
little woman
scared
fingers had to get it. She's the one who laid the CPU in.
After watching these motherfuckers online, and they had got me so fucking like tight-assed with installing these computer parts.
You ready, Rebecca?
I was like sweating.
Oh yeah.
Where are we going?
Just to look for labyrinths.
So mine,
right,
I ended up getting.
We're doing what now?
We are in Ari's world. We're going to try to search for labyrinths. Greg, this is Tim. Greg. Tim is a friend of mine from high school. He is in the Navy right now, in E6. That means he outranks you, you scrub.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm not in the Navy.
Well,
yeah, I know.
Greg was in the Air Force, not even a real branch of the military. No, Greg was smart. He did the 4-year thing and was like, fuck this, I'm out.
He was smart going to the Air Force. It's the fucking easiest one.
That's what I've heard.
Next to the Coast Guard.
Jesus. But I remember when I told my dad that you joined the Navy.
You guys got to send me an invite.
Yeah. Ari's watching the end of the wrestling pay-per-view. He'll be back then. We're just scouting out.
Mike was probably like, Mike was like, fucking retard.
No, Mike was like, oh, that'll be good for him. That's what he said.
Yeah, of course. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
I thought it was true too, because like when Matt joined the military, he joined the military because a recruiter in high school told him he could join the Navy and never have to get on a boat. What a moron! What a fucking utter idiot! And also because
he went diver, though. Did
he? Because he fucking failed his certification shit in training. He was going to try to become an electrician.
So he was like a nuke. He was trying to go nuke then, probably.
Who knows? But God, just imagining that dude trying to fucking comprehend physics.
Dude, I tell you, fuck that.
That guy can barely spell his fucking name, and 2 of the letters are the same. Fucking idiot. But he was like, because his stepdad went to Iraq and he got shot. He was wearing a vest, but left a bruise and thought he was gonna die. So he fucking went all Jesus and came back. And Matt was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be all Jesus," but not do any of the Jesus shit.
Yeah.
And because he's still fucking like. Anyway, I'm not gonna rag on him too much, but he joined the military for a lot of dumb reasons, and I was like, dude, you're never gonna hack it in the military. Like,
so did fucking DJ. DJ joined too.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Like, if you join and you need just some stability and a paying job and to get the fuck out of where you're at, the military is for you. It'll serve you well. That's what happened to my dad. My dad was like, I gotta get the fuck out of Stevens Point, Wisconsin, because I'm gonna end up in fucking jail. And, he joined the military, and it was good for him. He was able to get away from these morons he was wasting his time with, and away from this butthole fucking in the middle of the state, so... And away from his fucking baby mama. But, I mean, so, yeah, when you joined, he was like, yeah, it'd be good for him. And I thought about it, I was like, Tim's probably the one that would actually be well served by this, because you were able to get out of all the shit you were in at the time, and I think, like, you were always one of the smarter ones in the group. So I figured you'd do fine. No, it's a low bar, but come on, who the fuck else is there? DJ, Matt, Andrew, you're not dumber than them.
I was surprised. It wasn't the first thing on my mind, because I went and I was like 100% in for building houses, man. I was like, I'm gonna do this. This is my life. I made fucking amazing money. Until I didn't, and the housing market crashed 06, start of the crash.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna say you're lucky you got out of that shit
reason.
before 08,
Hey,
09.
stop on this shore.
Yeah,
okay.
I fucking lost all kinds of money. Contracts got canceled, and then because I was a young guy out of an old man's fucking profession, they were like, "Sorry, bro." They're like, "You got to go find some work." So I was like, okay, and I tried, and I had dozens of other different jobs. I always made money. I never had the drive to be like, well, I just guess I'll sit here and fucking smoke weed and do nothing. I was like, no, fuck that. I got to make some fucking money, man. I am so fucking broke. And then I got with Sherry.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Where's you
Yeah,
going?
there probably is.
I was just picking up more for Ari.
Oh, I was gonna search for. Oh no, Ari should have enough. Wait. Oh, we should find these labyrinths, right?
But
They will pop up when he buys them.
Yeah, but we don't know if he has the money.
I don't have the money.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey, Ari.
I opened 3 vaults for you. On your island, there's 3 vaults. You can run down in there. Everything is dead. You can probably pick up the money.
Once wrestling is over.
Well, it's over now.
Oh,
Guess
it's over
what,
now?
Nathan?
What's up?
The Miz is now the WWE champion.
I'm so glad I stopped watching that shit. I'm so glad I don't pay any attention to that anymore.
Yeah.
I watched one the other night, and it was rough. I was like,
it's
what is
bad
this?
now. It
What
is.
happened?
But I didn't think it was that bad. Holy crap.
It was.
I guess The Rock is coming back. That's all I can think.
Oh my god, he needs money.
The Rock, he's got $500 million. He's fine.
Then why the fuck would he even go there?
I don't know, man. Sometimes you just. Anyways, Ari, if you can invite Greg, and we can all happily search for these labyrinths, because I want my goddamn platinum.
Okay,
All right.
You got a frost sword.
Thanks, sorry.
If you guys are gonna fucking play this game, I'm gonna buy it.
No, don't buy it. We're almost done. We're almost
Don't
done.
buy it.
Don't buy it.
Don't buy it. All right.
We'll have the platinum soon, and I will never play it again. So save your
Very
money.
well. I'm not buying it then. It's like everybody's playing this game. I'm like, what is this game? I've never heard of the Survivalists.
It's fine.
It's fine. Like, we spent what, $10 on it. It's okay for that price, but like we're
It was
about to be done with it.
$25 on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, it was on sale when we bought it.
Oh, there's a monkey
see.
that wants a
Dude.
makeshift lantern. Sorry.
Fuck that
Have you
monkey.
played? So I played the original Kingdoms of Amalur. Reckoning.
Yeah, I played that back in the day back on
was
Xbox.
awesome.
So have you played the Re-Reckoning?
I have it on the shelf right behind me. No, it hasn't made it into my...
Bro, I'm telling you, I mean, basically, it's the same fucking game. Advanced graphics, right? But there's different things that they don't even tell you are in the game that they've added into the game until you're like, what the fuck? Like, there's a part, like, Sherry, because me and Sherry used to play a lot when it first came out. And then when it came back out for the Re-Reckoning, we were like, yep, let's buy it. That's 100% confirmed. And she was playing it, and she brought up her world map, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And it was like a map stuck on a map, and I was like, what is that?
Are you sure it's not just like DLC stuff that they added?
So, well, I've never downloaded anything extra. I only bought the game.
Well, yeah, but they packed in all the main games DLC, well, I think.
They might have. I remember they did it was like some pirate shit or some stupid shit.
Yeah, I remember there was a Coliseum, and I was like, yeah.
And that's what it was like.
Stuff.
I had never seen it before, and I was like, what the fuck is this? But still, very playable, very replayable. Like, 100% I would put anybody onto that game that would want to play a hack and slash, open world type adventure game.
Oh, I'll certainly play it at some point, because Daddy's got to get his platinums, right? Like, I didn't buy that game. I didn't buy that game to not play it. Well, okay.
So what do you think?
Really?
Shut
Horizon
up,
Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn is great, and you know what's even better than Horizon Zero Dawn? The guide me and Jared wrote for it.
You guys wrote a guide for Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yes.
I could probably write one for that. I went through that game.
You could.
Upside. Dude, I was addicted to this fucking game.
It's a great game.
Like, I didn't even know about it. Like,
what?
So
Robot dinosaurs? I knew about it since, like, what, 2015 when they showed it off at E3? I was like, robot dinosaurs? You crazy?
Nope, didn't even know about it.
Jeez.
So last year, in March, I was supposed to transfer from Hawaii. Well, everybody knows what happens in March, fucking last year, was damn pandemic. Right?
Hey, isn't that what's happening March of this year?
Right? Weird. Well, March of that year, they weren't letting anybody transfer. Guess who already fucking shipped all their household goods and their fucking car? Yep.
Oh, wow.
So, I'm in a house with a fucking air mattress and 2 pots and pans, bro.
Hey, I can relate to that.
Yeah,
right, I'm telling you, right?
Greg just moved from Illinois to St. Louis to Boomer Beach. So,
I'm telling you, worst ever, right? Worst fucking
No,
ever.
he brought all his toys with him. Let's be real.
Well, see, I got lucky, man. I got lucky. I had a buddy, so I was like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't got shit. I think I'm going about this PlayStation 4. It's on sale right now. You know, they had the Slim or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, you got a TV? And I was like, well, no, not really.
You didn't have a TV?
I had nothing, bro. I sent everything except for the shit we had in suitcases, a few pots and pans, and fucking silverware and shit to cook with, you know, and our normal fucking, you know, sanitary shit. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And he was like, bro, he's like, I got this games case you can have. And I was like, what?
He just gave you does it come like hardware and shit?
So the games case, if you don't know what the games, it's not spelled like games, Gaems.
Of course, that'd be too simple.
Right. It is a screen inside of a case. It's for
like
portable
built-in?
gaming. Yep. It's for portable gaming.
Like a suitcase?
It's very much so like a suitcase. It's about the size of a small carry-on suitcase. It has a screen in there about 26 inches screen, and has a place where you can strap down your video game console in there.
I've never heard of this.
Dude, they're about $300.
And dude just gave you one?
He gave it to me because he said, I don't use it, and one of the clamps is broken because it clamps down on the side.
Clamps?
So I keep it closed. Clamps! Clamps!
Oh, Jesus.
But he was like, yeah, you can have it, man.
Yeah,
so
I see
I went that day and bought the fucking PlayStation, and it came with Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition.
Ah.
And I was like, I'll play this game, I guess. Addicted. It was like fucking cocaine for my fucking brain.
I
was like, I can't stop.
Is there anybody here who's played Horizon who didn't love it? No? Okay.
Speaks for itself.
It's a great
This
game.
island is huge.
It is pretty big, isn't it?
You guys have a raft over there? What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck our raft
You
is.
searching for labyrinths?
Yeah,
or what's
we're gonna
the
need
story
to
here?
go and clear vaults with Ari too, so we can get enough money. I don't know how much money Ari has, but
I only have 5,000.
okay, well that'll get us started. Because we can get one, like clearing a labyrinth gets a lot of money. Someone needs to take Ari to the mysterious merchant so he can buy keys, and then we can clear a labyrinth.
Yeah,
and
you
with
can
any
probably
luck,
with any luck, you'll get money there.
no, I was gonna say
Or
we
you'll
get the last
definitely
artifact.
definitely
we need.
get money.
I'm gonna yell at that for jinxing us. Games Vanguard personal gaming environment. It's spelled GAEMS, and Tim is a filthy liar because it's on sale for $269.99.
Oh, whoa!
How fucking dare you,
whatever.
man? Mislead us like that.
Give or take. Give or take.
Give or take. Its original price is listed at
It's at
$350. So.
about 3.
Original. I'm telling you, man. For somebody, if you travel a lot and you game a lot, it is worth it. And plus, we used it for the kids because we streamed. We streamed the fucking Hulu, Disney Plus, all that shit. So when it came down to it, I was like, this is an excellent platform to be able to have. So I just didn't have the money to go out and be like, I'm gonna spend $350 or, whatever it was at the time at the Navy
TV.
Exchange
Yeah.
to do it. I was like, I can't do it, man. I can't bring myself to pay that much. Damn,
I've been playing
die.
Dragon Quest Builders, so I'm hitting all the wrong buttons every time I try to do anything on this game. It's not
Have
helping.
you played the new Dragon Quest?
Yeah, Dragon Quest 11, dude. I love Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is like the
You
purest
guys
love
don't
I have
talk
in my life.
an awful lot with
No,
each other, do you?
it's been like
Dude, no.
literally
No, it's been a
6
long
years.
time.
It's been like
Yeah.
6 years. Last time I talked to him,
I'm
he was
just
over at my
observing.
house. That's fine. See, this guy, he recently moved to Virginia Beach, and like he didn't have any problems with gaming. I can imagine him being in his old house, looking at stuff like pots and pans, extra set of pans, and then looking over
I
at
didn't
his
bring
games.
pots and pans, but I
know,
brought my
that's what I'm saying.
PS4.
And so eventually,
Hey, you know what? That's all
eventually
you
he just stuffed a bunch of games and stuff into his suitcase and went, "I'm good. I can
Pretty
get
much.
clothes where I live."
Can't deny any of that.
Well, if it wasn't for the kids, it wouldn't have been a big issue with a lot of the stuff because we were just like, fuck it, let's roll.
Well, he
Like,
was
we'll
lucky
just
enough
get
to leave his
takeout.
kids behind.
Yeah, his kids still haven't moved over
Well,
with him
you
yet.
know,
They're
I
finishing
might-
the school year, I think.
At the end of this tour, I might fucking come up to that. So I got approved to buy a house. So we're talking about buying a house through the VA home loan. And it's, right now we're looking at not terrible high prices. Anywhere
No,
from
this is the time to do it, man.
Yeah, well, it's a seller's market, so everything that we fucking like is gone.
I mean, the prices are kind of high, but the loans are really good right now. So
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I got approved for $370,000, which is not terrible.
no, that's
I'm not,
all right.
I'm not gonna fucking spend that much. Hell
Someone
no,
found a
I can't
vault.
afford it.
Who's blue?
You ran
Is that
across
Ari?
last-
Yeah.
So right now we're looking anywhere from 250 to 300 around here, which it's
In Connecticut.
they're going left and right, man. They're going left and right, and it's real hard.
Yeah, you probably won't be
to
able to
pick
get
something.
because you probably want at least a 3-4 bedroom house.
Four, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking at fours, but we're also looking at threes because a lot of the times they'll put it as a 3-bedroom, but it'll have an extra room, so it's actually a 4-bedroom.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's do that. We're gonna fucking roll with it, kind of look at stuff, but I'm not settling until I find something I absolutely want.
Yeah, our house is a 3-bedroom technically, but man, there's a fine line between closets and rooms, and this house
Right.
straddles that line. So, I mean, like, we're
Yeah,
talking about 900 square feet in this place. We need, I've been hanging shelves all over my fucking gaming room because I just need more space. Because now that
Right.
I've been consistently employed for a few years now writing guides, and what am I going to do with that money? Buy more fucking video games, of course. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, how else are you gonna write guides?
right? I mean, I
Yeah.
need it. It's like tax write-off shit here, man. This is research. This is market research is what I'm doing. But I'm, running out of room for a lot of my discs and boxes and all these pretty things I like to buy. So it's getting real vexing. It really is. And Rebecca's not helping with her My Little Pony addiction and her decision to purchase shiny stones.
Yeah.
We just my dad thinks that we don't need more space. We just need less crap. And Rebecca and I unanimously reject his conclusion. We definitely need more space for all our crap.
Well, see, if it was his crap,
Oh yeah, he'd be fine.
Then he'd need more space.
He's got 2 houses and sheds and garages.
Yeah, he's got like multiple sheds.
And you know what? Every time he goes on
Hey,
a building
come
project,
pick Ari up so we
he-
can take him to the freaking thing already.
he just buys hundreds and hundreds of dollars
I
of
don't even
lumber
know where
and just
our-
leaves it there for months. There is never too much crap for him to have. Even if it's literally just hundreds of dollars sitting there, warping and molding alongside a driveway. Tim knows. He knows this guy. So,
Yeah.
anyways, we're getting just way sidetracked here. We've barely gone over any news. We had BlizzCon the other day, and they announced Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is going to be a visual overhaul of Diablo 2, and it's going to launch for PC. Well, it's going to launch for basically everything that counts as a gaming device, and even the Switch. So more than things that count as a gaming device. And a lot of us here on this podcast have a very special place in our hearts for Diablo 2. I say it's the game that got me through high school because fuck Stewart County, Tennessee, and fucking Stewart County High School, man. What a waste of 4 years of my fucking life. I learned nothing
And the
in that
most
institution.
important thing that platform got you was me.
Yes, indeed. I met
Yep.
Rebecca playing on Battle.net back then. And you know what? I
Yep.
used to be a little bit, not ashamed,
Oh
but...
my goodness! Come pick Ari up.
Rebecca, where's the raft at?
I have no idea.
I remember when you were doing that.
Yeah.
Damn, if I don't prod them on game progress, they will just sit there and talk about Diablo in high school.
Of course.
And we will get nothing
Trust me,
freaking done.
I understand how Nathan's mind works.
He loves hearing himself, for
It's-
starters.
What? I can't
well,
even hear
okay, then
myself.
we
I'm
both
doing this
understand how
solely
his
for the
mind
benefit
works.
of you people.
That's
I mean, it's a good... Yeah, I mean, I benefit from it, yes. But sometimes it needs a little direction.
Okay. I played a lot of Diablo 2 back in high school. It was great. I loved it. I adored it. I've moved on. It's been a long time. There's a lot of video games. I didn't realize how much I still loved it until they fucking did that damn Tristram strum at the beginning of their trailer. And it's
Yep.
funny because I make fun of Rebecca for that. Because they brought Diablo 3 to console way, way back in the day. And I was not happy with the whole Diablo 3 thing, especially with Blizzard in general, for how they handled things. And I heard good things about the console ports of Diablo 3, like the drop rates were better, there was no real money auction house, you could play it offline, couch co-op. A lot of good shit that a couple like Rebecca and I should enjoy, but I was still salty at them, so I refused to buy it. Well, Rebecca, she decided to go off on her own and buy it anyways. And brought it home and put it in the PlayStation 3, and after it installed, it had that little icon, and when she went over it, it played the Tristram theme. And Rebecca, what did you do?
I got a little teary-eyed. I
She
didn't
got-
break down crying. But
Got a little teary.
I cried.
So, I mean, I almost felt
a
it,
little
but
misty-eyed. You know.
I'm way too manly to
yeah.
actually let any of the tears escape from my manly gravity that surrounds my eyes, but
Dude, I will tell
I got
you-
hit in the feels, man. I did.
It was literally fucking 5 minutes in between me watching the trailer for the first time and me talking to you. I was like, holy fucking shit. I was like, what is this? Because I had no idea. I wasn't. I didn't watch anything from BlizzCon. I knew it was coming for BlizzCon, but I had no idea. I was just like, okay, it's whatever. They're gonna put some bullshit out.
More Hearthstone
cater-
shit. Yeah.
Cater to the
Yeah.
South Koreans. and put it through.
Right.
I was like, whatever. And then I seen that, and I was like, super hard dick. Let's go. Like, I was ready.
Well, I mean, we do this
I thought
podcast,
that was super awesome.
and we've been doing this podcast for, good God, what, 5 years now, close to it?
Damn.
We just meet up when we talk, shoot the shit on gaming, and this has been a news story, a rumor that's been circulating for a while, at least a year, that someone was working on Diablo 2 Resurrected. I think it's been about a year since we started hearing that. And earlier in the day, Jared posted a rumor that, I mean, it included all the details about Diablo 2 Resurrected, and that it's going to be on console and all that shit. And I think I said something about eating a sock that Jared hasn't called me out on, so I'm kind of grateful for that. And because, I mean, like, that's like the game for this fucking podcast, especially since we're all fucking losers for Diablo. But
Right.
and so I was watching BlizzCon. I wasn't going to, but Jared shared this rumor. I was like, I'll see. The least that can happen is if they don't announce it, I can throw a tantrum on the podcast. But they announced it, and I was sitting there. I was like, oh man, the feels, the memories.
Pick them up.
It was, yeah. Honestly, that's really what it was about. I was like, dude, this is so far back when they were showing it, and they were upgrading graphics.
It looks so good.
Okay, dude.
That looks so good. So are you selling back there, Rebecca?
That's really what I wanted to.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't even know where the thing is.
You were.
No, I don't even know where I parked the damn thing.
I have no idea where the Raptor is either.
You guys are killing me.
One more just kind of incompetently running around and letting you die slowly of your own devices. But yeah,
I gotta go get my box anyway. So
I'm going to buy this game. I don't know exactly. If you haven't guessed from all this chatter, I kind of like hunting for trophies these days. It's fun. Greg has corrupted my soul, and like I'm sitting here wondering, is this game going to have like a PlayStation 4 trophy? It has to have like a PlayStation trophy list in general, but we'll have a PlayStation 4 list and a PlayStation 5 list. Do I buy just the PlayStation 5 version or the PlayStation 4 version? And, we'll have like cross-play, or how will all this work? Obviously I got to buy a Switch version of it too, because the idea of having Diablo 2 on a fucking cartridge is just way too cool to pass up. So
absolutely.
There's just a lot of... I know I'm going to buy it, I just don't know how many times.
That's my thing. I'm going to buy it probably at least 3 times, I'm guessing.
Rebecca, are you buying yourself your own personal copy of it?
Why wouldn't I?
See, this is why this thing
Hell
works.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, she bought more copies of Diablo than I have. I was getting into the spirit of things. I was looking at eBay for like the old original PC version of Diablo 2 complete in box and shit. But
I got 2 of those.
I didn't pull the trigger on it yet. They're only like $25, so it's not a big commitment.
I got some from fucking yard sales, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was like stupid. Like, here's 50 cents for some fucking, 4 or 5 discs.
Okay.
Of nostalgia.
Right. I don't care if they work or not. I just care if they have a discard on them.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm cool, man. All I need is a CD key. I can get that shit digital if I need to.
So, have you gotten your vaccine yet, Tim?
So, I have not.
So you're telling me our government gave Greg a vaccine and Rebecca a vaccine before a national hero who is defending our lives.
The fuck? So
well, I've never heard those words out of Nathan's mouth before.
Jesus.
Because I've never talked to a hero before until now.
Oh my god. So the deal is for the Navy, they're doing deployers first. So people that are actually on sea duty.
That makes sense.
I'm currently on shore duty, so I'm not deploying. But they literally asked me. They're like, "Do you want the vaccine?" I said, "Yeah, of course I will. I want the vaccine. Let's do it." So I'm on some list somewhere saying, "Yeah, I want the vaccine," but whether or not it gets to me sometime, it's
One day.
It's just a waiting game. Yeah, one day I'll get it. And that's really where it comes down to is, for most of the Navy, at least for my view, is, eventually it's going to be mandatory. They're like, oh yeah, you got to get this. Like, yeah, you don't have a choice. There's not a thing that comes out that says, oh, do I have to get it?
They'll eventually get their heads out of their asses, right?
Yep. Yeah, and that's really what it is. That's with
everything. That's what I'm thinking to myself, standing on this beach waiting with Ari.
I have no idea where this raft is.
Yeah, I've been kind of looking for it, but I've also been...
There's only one way to get this platinum, Nathan, and it revolves around Ari.
Dude, you could be building another raft. I just, want to let you know that.
Could be.
These aren't unique devices.
Not going to happen.
I didn't think so. Greg building things in a survival game is not gonna happen.
Like,
we all know what Greg does in survival games. It is no surprise to anyone.
Stands there on the shore and bitches.
Yeah, usually.
You're that one guy
also
on
keeps
a
track
survival
of where things are.
If this was a real survival situation, Rebecca would be doing all the farming and building, and Greg would be sitting there going, "Where's my fucking coconut mimosa?"
That's funny.
Oh well. But Ari, I don't know if you heard earlier, but Tim gave a endorsement of the forest, is what it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
If you have not played the forest, I will tell you, you got to grind, man. That's one of the biggest things in this game, because like any survival type game, you have to get materials. Now it's not hard. They don't make it too extraordinarily hard to get a lot of the materials, but things break, and you have to fix them, and you have to craft, and you have to do all this shit, and basically your whole goal is to survive as long as you can. And there's little secrets here and there, and now, caves and weird shit.
Did you play solo when you played?
I did. So when I played it, it was the beta. It was I ended up playing it until right before they released it, because I was just like I had nothing else to do. I was like, whatever, I'll just play this game. And I had a little Surface tablet with me on deployment, so I was like, yeah, I'll play it on this. Let's jam this out, and I ended up falling in love with the game. And I was like, it's really, really good. It was really fun.
Have you purchased Valheim yet?
Dude, I was thinking about it. It's just a new thing I've seen. I've been on Reddit, and I was watching it, and I was like, is this what we should do? And
it's $20, man. It's not that big of a commitment.
You'll see that I haven't looked at exactly what the price range was for the actual game, but I watched some people play it, and it reminds me of some of the old games they had. Man, there was a Viking game that was kind of like that, except for it wasn't like open world like Valheim is.
Yeah.
But the way the graphics are really reminds me of it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a looker graphically. Like that's not what they were going for, clearly.
And that's really what I was looking at. I was like, oh, okay. But everybody says the game plays really well.
Yeah, I bought it, but I haven't played like more than 3 minutes. Like what little I played, I did like because I punched a rock and leveled up my unarmed, and I was like, wait, what? Where are we going with this? Are we going to be doing a Skyrim here? I jumped over a log and my jumping leveled, and I was like, oh, don't fucking tease me now. But I had to shut it off because I will lose my job if I waste too much time sitting there in games like that. Although I'm pretty sure everyone else in that channel is playing that game, so.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do it, man. I've been wanting to jump on it because I find myself more and more trying to get into these games that are becoming popular, and it's just like, do I want to do it? Is it something that's just like the thing now, or is it an actually fun, playable game? Because you got a lot of people that are just like, oh, this game is great, I love this game, and then I find out it's not for me. It's not something that I will enjoy playing.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of game genres, especially now with your Call of Duties and stuff like I just can't. Yeah, sure. Call of Duty, Warzone was really good. I like playing through storylines. I'm real big on solo playing. I just don't like to fuck around and lose all the time and be like, oh, bro, you just gotta play, man.
No, I don't want to get married to a game to have any fun with it. Like, I want games to end at some point. I want them to... I don't care if it's fucking childish. I want them to give me, like, a numerical sign that things are getting closer to the end. I want the numbers on my character sheet to go up the more time I spend on the game, and then I want it to be over with some sort of story finale or some description, and then I want to move on to the next game. I don't have fucking 500,000 hours to spend anymore.
Well,
no, that's you, Rebecca.
It's that self-gratification, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Genshin does make your numbers go up the more you sink time into it.
Well, that's why I've been I play Genshin.
Story progression.
Well, I'm playing it right now. I like it because there's a lot of shit you can do, a lot of different styles and configurations you can do with the team.
Is fun.
Okay, I have no idea where this raft is. Are you?
Yeah, I didn't participate in the fucking Lantern Festival though.
It's still going on. It's still got 6 days.
How can you not know where the raft is?
Because this game doesn't mark it?
Genuinely have no idea where the raft is, and I've been walking on the coast looking for it.
I remember it being on a rocky shore, and I've been across all these islands I can reach.
But I'm also, like, clearing vaults as I go, so.
But we need Ari to clear those vaults so he can pick up the money, woman.
He can go in them afterwards and pick up the money.
Sakes.
It stays there.
I mean, if we ever get a raft.
You know where else Ari stays?
On the beach?
Fucking shore.
On the beach.
Did you go into the vaults that I cleared on that island?
I feel so bad for him. He's so...
He just wants his trophy fix, and to be fair, I get it. I want the platinum so I can delete this game and be done with it. Damn it.
Well, Ari can collect the gold that is all over
I found one vault and got the gold in it, but I didn't find any
There's
other.
3 of them.
Well, I don't know where the other 2 are.
Pretty close to the first, like the other ones. Oh,
So,
wait, is your map not clearing the same as mine? Because all 3 of them are on the like northeastern side.
Yeah,
of
I can
the
see it.
island.
So yeah, anyone else here play Diablo 2 back when it was still a new game, fresh and cool to play? Because I know Rebecca didn't jump in until Lord of Destruction. Her computer was too weak for Diablo 2 at the time.
So I played when I first started playing. The size rings were the biggest thing, and and they even brought that back with Diablo 3. They even brought that back then too, but they're not as OP as they used to be, for obvious reasons.
I remember, who are those 2 greasy-haired guys you used to hang out with?
Tony and Charlie.
Yeah. I remember being in a game with one of them. Who's the dumber younger one?
It has to be Tony.
Yeah. I got into a duel with him on Diablo 2, and he had a whole bunch of bug gear. And he had a sorceress, and I had that level 96 Amazon. And perfect. I did perfect EVS, yeah. And I totally fucking stomped his ass. And he was like, how the fuck are you beating me with that gear? And then he got his brother to come and fight me, and he actually knew what he was doing, and he was able to beat me pretty handily. And I was like, it's not the gear, bruh. He was so fucking mad.
That was the difference between Tony and Charlie. Charlie knew what the fuck he was doing on that game.
Yeah, no, Tony was a dullard. I shouldn't have been able to beat him if he had half a clue what he was doing.
No, he only knew what he was doing for the simple fact of what he had followed his older brother to do.
Yeah,
that was it. Because Charlie, even now, Charlie's smarter than Tony.
Well,
I mean, Charlie's actually making fucking fat money doing something in North Dakota or some shit.
Oh, probably something to do with oil rigs and shit.
Maybe.
There aren't any other jobs up there, let's be real.
There really isn't, not up there.
It's one of the things I remember. Like, I could go on all night about stories with Diablo 2, but...
yeah, I believe that.
I might. I'm going to try to save some of them for when Diablo 2 actually comes out. so I can play Diablo 2 and talk about Diablo 2 at the same time. Hey, I found the raft,
that's
Rebecca!
really
I was gonna say, I think you might be near where the raft is. I think I
Greg, I found the raft!
Hey,
Rebecca, come here!
There. I need to pick up my,
Well, I'm halfway to building another one.
Well, good, we could use 2, so don't stop. But, I remember playing... I remember... there were... Okay. There was a clan I had back in the day. I started playing Diablo 2 when I was 15 years old, so you gotta keep this in mind and avoid some of the cringe, but I decided a really cool clan name back then was Ebonstar. Yeah! That's some fucking awesome shit.
Star.
And the clan tag was _ capital E, lowercase b, capital S. And I actually got some people to join this clan. Like, it was not a tiny clan in, after 2 years or so. It had a bunch of people in it. Fucking Hykrol and Anubis and all kinds of people. Rebecca remembers some of these names.
Yeah.
And,
Look at all these monkeys I got.
jeez. And I remember a dude joined the clan called Lost, but he was kind of a douche, and I didn't really like him. I don't know why I let him join. I didn't really have standards, right? And so, after a few years, my disk drive gives up the ghost, and I'm a kid. I don't know what the fuck, how to fucking repair anything or any of this shit. But I eventually found out that you can log into Battle.net on, like, what was it? Brood War? Without having to keep the disk installed or some shit. So I was able to get back onto the chats, right? And it was months that I didn't have a working CD drive, so I couldn't play this game that I was a clan leader in. I was able to get on Battle.net with Brood War. And the Diablo channels on Battle.net were completely different from... Like, the Diablo 2 channels were different from the StarCraft, Brood War, and Diablo 1 channels. And Brood War dumped you into a number of channels based on your region. And the channel it put me into was Diablo Retail USA-1. And I was just stuck in that channel, and I saw that fucking Lost dude from my clan in there. And I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing here? And, we started chatting, and I found out that he was, I guess, a regular in that channel, and this was just some holdover from the original Diablo 1 days where a lot of really old Battle.netters would persist in this channel and hang out and play StarCraft there, and they were really elitist about it, right? So elitist that...
we were original on Diablo 1.
They were so elitist about it, they decided to make their own private special channel called Diablo Retail USA-01.
Because there were so many noobs coming to our channel, we didn't want to deal with them, and we just wanted to talk to each other.
But because I knew Lost from my Diablo 2 clan, he was like, hey, why don't we get out of this scrub channel and go to the cool elite channel? And that's where I met Rebecca. And
it's funny that Lost is the reason that we fucking met, because Lost was such a fucking dick.
He was a cunt. He was a dick compared to me.
I actually called him on the phone, and he spent the whole time talking about a sandwich he was making and then eating the sandwich.
Guy had no game.
That's all he talked about.
But, yeah, that's probably one heck of a sandwich.
I mean, it might have been, but...
It sounded pretty delicious, to be honest.
You're talking to a girl! Come on now! Priorities, motherfucker!
Right?
Talking to a girl about a sandwich.
Alright?
Yeah.
Oh my
so she can learn what kind of sandwiches you like.
I think he was
I mean, to be fair, he was probably trying to teach the woman, what kind of sandwich he wants for future reference.
Ignore all the sexism happening right now.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Fucking misogynistic pieces of shit.
Oh, man. But years later, he was in a different clan, and they decided they were going to be super fucking cool and call themselves KKK, right? Yeah. Capital K, lowercase k, capital K. And I think they had to do that because you couldn't just have, 3 capital Ks, because Battle.net eventually decided to censor that out. I think they
eventually, switched it to KXK.
KXK, because Battle.net increased the censorship to target capitals as well. But it stood for King Killa's Coalition. And him and some other dude named Justice were in the chat, and they were just fucking talking about how awesome they were and how great at this fucking game. At that point, it was 3 or 4 years old. So I had another friend called, Kuda. And we liked ragging on these two. And we would... We created 2 new characters.
We gotta go all the way down there anyway, because I gotta get my blocks.
Lost's character was called, like, Perfect KKK. And so I made a character called Perfect EBS, just to fucking... So Kuda and I could sit there in the channel with mockeries of their characters and talk shit and, you know, be overly grandiose about all the cool shit we did. And, you could only have, like, 8 characters on an account at once, so making a joke character was kind of dumb, because, you know, used a permanent spot. And I got a really cool bow. I got a Wind Force.
Look at all the monkeys you got, Ari.
And I was like, you know what? I need to make use of this character, because I mean, I got a Wind Force, and I need to put it on Amazon and kill some shit, right? It's like, fuck it, I'll just play Perfect EBS. And that ended up being the character I got to level 96 with. It was a joke character made to make fun of a former guild member of mine. So, man, I was so mature and cool back then. But the real point of the story is, that's the character that Rebecca and I ended up playing together with on Battle.net.
That's awesome.
Because by that time, she had built her own computer. Well, but you customized the parts.
Built it online, and they put it together for me.
You told the man what you wanted. And, she was playing a sorceress, and behind my Amazon, she didn't really have to do all that much. Like, my Amazon was clearing those cow levels by herself. I don't think that's an exaggeration, right? And because my Amazon was so powerful, like, people knew that I could start a cow level and clear it in... These cow levels lasted maybe 3 minutes tops. And so I would have...
extremely fast.
Yeah, I'd have people following me around from one game to the next. And, like, after I killed everything...
Fucking merchant.
Oh, he's all the way to the west west and slightly south. Anyways, like, I would just start a game called, Killing Cows 001, right? And I'd do this all night. And after I killed everything except the king, I would type in the next number, 37, 38, 39, 40. And eventually someone would get smart and they'd try to jump the gun, right? And they'd go 42. And they were like, they're the ones that are going to do the next one. And I was like, and if I tried to make a game and someone else had already done it, Battle.net would tell me, and I'd go, okay, I'm just going to skip the next number. And people would join the other person's game, not see my Amazon in there, and skip to my game. And I would just do this for like 8 hours a day, just leveling up and... Oh, man.
And I'd go in and I'd pick up all the gems and I'd put them together.
She'd pick up all the gems and she'd just make perfect gems with all the gems that drop.
Well, my question is, do you think that online is going to be like that again?
No, probably not.
Probably
not. And we won't even play like that if it is. Like, I want to get 8 people to play Diablo with us. It's an 8-player game. On this podcast, we've never managed to be able to play with more than 4 at a time, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I want 8.
No, there was 5 of us on Path of Exile.
Oh, right. Okay, that's one.
Are you going to take us anywhere?
Are we all on this raft?
Yeah, we're all on the raft.
Oh, we're all waiting for
Nathan, focus.
Dude, I'm telling stories. Why am I
Quit telling stories.
This is what this podcast is for.
This is not what this podcast is for.
This is for platinum trophies. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Diablo 2. If we can get a group together of 6 to 8 people, hopefully 8. I don't know. It'll be pretty cool to run through that again. I do hope they increase the drop rates though, because, dude, I'm not made of fucking time. But
I really hope they keep the online play though the same. Like, they
said they are. They said it's got PvP and like. I assume enemies still ramp up in difficulty the more players there are, which means you want to play with everybody, because then you get the most experience and drops.
Yay!
So even the way you make your game rooms, and even though why would they fuck up something that was already really, really well put together?
I mean, the big issue is, will it have cross-play? Will everyone be on Battle.net? All that stuff.
So what I read is that cross-play is available.
See, Sony's been such cunts about this, I'm actually a little worried. I hope Sony doesn't do something fucking stupid. Just give us crossplay, Sony. Let us play with everyone. I want to be able to play on my PlayStation 5 with Ari and Jared on their PlayStation 4s and with whoever the fuck on their Switch and good God, even you and fucking Sherry, if you can scrape together the consoles and shit. Let's do it. Let's go. Everybody, come on.
I'm wondering,
I'm down.
will any of the Drew 1 regulars be there?
Fuck them. Fuck them.
And will I be able to find any of them?
I went to Diablo Retail USA-1, and it's a ghost town. There's nobody there
right
anymore.
now, but when Diablo 2 is remastered and released...
I don't know, man. I don't... What happened to those people?
It's been so long, though. That's the thing, is it's been so long in between. Is like, really, are these people even available to do this?
Rebecca, if we...
lives? Are they alive?
If we had a kid when we started dating, they would be turning 18 this year and would be adults to play Diablo 2 remake or remaster. That is fucking creepy shit to think about, how long it's been.
That is fucked up. It's funny.
It's funny, but fucked up.
But it's fucked up.
Alright, but we spent all night talking about Diablo 2 and how various shit went on it. Let's try to move on. Other Diablo news.
Oh my god, you could have gone a different way. Why did you go through here?
Challenge. They also announced the Rogue class for Diablo 4. I'm still not sold on Diablo 4 yet. I don't like the idea of always online. Even though I am always online, I am scarred by the decade I went without internet, so I don't like the idea of not being able to play my games offline. I will never be cool with that.
I don't either.
So...
You don't always have online play.
Yeah. Just let me play offline at some time. Come on. Not that fucking hard. Like,
well, that's why, like, Dead by Daylight, fucking the Jason game they had, Friday the 13th. You know,
right, yeah.
We tried that one.
No, you tried that one.
I couldn't do it. I was so upset with it. Now, Sherry plays Dead by Daylight. She loves that game. But if it wasn't for online, it'd be trash. It's worthless.
I mean, to be fair, like, Rebecca plays Genshin all the time. That's always online. And
yeah, I mean, I do too. I mean, I would like it to not be.
I should probably chill out on it because, to be fair, we did buy Fallout 76. And Diablo 4 can't be more of a waste of money than that.
Well. I haven't played it yet, but I haven't heard too much good shit about it.
We played it, and I will tell you this. The next time it is on sale, Timmy, if you want to suffer with us, you can buy the game, just like Ari made the mistake of doing, and you can come and witness the misery. But I, myself, refuse to play it anymore unless there are, like, double XP periods going on, because your progression is so slow during the normal gameplay, I'm not wasting my time with it.
Yes, I'm not about that.
So, I honest recommendation, don't spend your money on it. I told Ari this too. He's only got himself to blame for buying it.
Yep. I like time wasting games, but I don't like games that waste my time. If you put it that way, I just don't like it.
Like
you know,
at some point it starts feeling malicious. Like they're doing it on purpose. Like they're not giving me an experience. They're just cashing in on my finite mortality.
It's a fucking monetary value. Period. Period. That's what they're going to do. And it's microtransactions. Who can pay the most money to have the best fucking shit? Period.
Or waste the most time to get the same shit. I mean...
Or that. I mean, that's really where, you know, you got the hardcore dudes that'll be like, yeah, fuck that. I ain't paying shit. I'm going to be the best.
And see, it's not like I don't even mind wasting my time to get better shit. But Fallout 4 wastes... Or Fallout 76, I should say. Wastes so much of your time... And you rarely get anything. Like, you're just wasting your time making more food and fucking making more ammo and fucking doing shit to get the raw components for it. And come the fuck on. At least let me grind for the shit I care to grind for.
Now we talk about...
Ari? Gonna buy this key?
Coming.
So we're talking about offline games that you can play offline. They're sort of like Fallout, the Outer Worlds.
I wrote a guide for that too, buddy. I love it. It's great.
I fucking love that game.
Did you play Final Fantasy VII Remake yet?
So I started to play it, but I went away with it because it was kind of different. and it kind of fucked with me.
The keys are...
No!
Does it matter which?
Did you buy something?
He's leaving!
No.
Oh, wow.
This motherfucker's leaving! Get your ass back here, you balloon son of a bitch! Oh my god.
I tried to buy something and then he left. I don't know.
You dickhead, he fucking floated away!
Well, back to the raft, I guess.
Well, Rebecca,
my God.
oh no, wait, we can't even enter this damn thing without a key. Fuck.
No.
You
can't.
asshole!
That's kind of what keys are for.
Yeah, to open doors. Damn. I made peace with Final Fantasy VII Remake long before it came out.
For the record, I can't believe that just happened.
That's so crazy.
Hey, I found a vault. Let's go clear this vault while we're here.
Well, I figured they'd be different. I figured it would be a little different, but, you know, it's another company banking on nostalgia.
I mean, they got my money. So. I mean, I'm fine with banking on nostalgia. I mean, nostalgia is something I spent literally decades cultivating, right? Like, by all means, I've developed it. You might as well make some money off of it. Give me what I want. The only part of the remake I really didn't like was the last chapter, because it was basically just them saying, oh, by the way, we get to change everything going forward. Like, it felt a little belabored, but... You know, as far as... Man, we got Cyberpunk and Final Fantasy VII that year, and to think that Final Fantasy VII would be the game I went, you know, the gameplay was actually surprisingly good. And Cyberpunk would be the game I went, CD Projekt didn't even fucking bother to finish this. Mind-boggling.
Yeah, I was surprised. They just pushed it out too fast, man.
Yeah. Did you play Cyberpunk?
That's really where it is. I have not. I downloaded a version that was not free.
Not free, meaning you paid for it in some way.
Yeah, in some way.
Jeez.
And it was fun. But because of it being the way that I had it, it did not like the way that I was playing it. So I had to eventually not download it.
Well, I purchased a legitimate copy of it, and given the way that I had it, it didn't like the way I was playing it either. It liked to crash on me about once every hour or two, so...
Well, see, a lot of my friends said the same thing, man. It was just like, really... Well, I mean, it's because they came out with it so fast.
Yeah, I was playing it on PlayStation 5, and Ari played it on PlayStation 4 Pro, and I think he had 2 crashes the entire time he played it.
Yeah, I've only had 2 crashes.
Yeah, and Ari, I don't want to overgeneralize your gameplay habits, but you've got a habit of playing a game for a little bit and then moving on to something else. But you played a significant amount of Cyberpunk. You beat it with several different endings, so it's not like
I got all the endings.
Oh, okay.
Except for the high level one.
All right.
Where did this fucking cunt go?
Did he appear? Oh, he's back on one of the base islands. Okay,
God.
let's go track his ass down. So he didn't play it a short amount of time. He only got 2 crashes. I played it a lot and got a lot of crashes. Unfortunately. That's all the...
Get your fucking ass...
I'm coming. I was looking for vaults. Jeez, you people.
We don't need vaults. We need key.
Well, there was no key at the time.
Oh my god.
The guy fucking re-landed.
I'm coming.
I put a marker on it.
Okay. You can sail there then.
We're waiting for your stupid
I'm
ass.
coming. Look at these people. It's going to be the worst people to play Diablo 2 with. We're at the waypoint, Nathan. Hurry up.
The worst
All
people
right.
to play Diablo 2 with. Like, Nathan hasn't played multiplayer with anyone before.
What? Are you saying I'm worse than
Why
you
are we
people?
playing this game?
Oh, man.
I
Some
don't
games
know
suck.
why we even bought this game. This is bullshit.
This game fucking sucks.
It's like him right to a T.
Yeah, it is. Greg's known me for like 5 years now, so it's...
Every single game. And then, like,
there
2
haven't
months
been-
afterwards, he'll send me a message out of the blue, be like, hey, this has another plat on it.
Wait, why am I
Like,
sailing
you
again?
bitched every second of that game that we played together.
Okay.
It's like
Bitching
cocaine
about
to
video
him,
games
though.
is part of the process of
Sail
enjoying them.
down.
It's a green marker, right?
Yeah, but you gotta
Okay.
sail down around the fucking...
Here, why don't you sail? You sail.
Island.
You sail.
took over the
You
sailing.
sail, and I will do news.
Okay.
See, division of
My
labor.
monkey needs to stop standing on the thing. Okay,
Monkey business here.
There you go.
And
That's fine.
on cue, gamers are already complaining about the new character models for Diablo 2 Resurrected. Apparently, in this game about demons and shit and grinding for loot, the female characters are just not fappable enough. And to be fair, there are some choices I don't like. Like, they decided for some reason to replace the assassin's head with a potato. I'm not quite sure why. The paladin now kind of looks like a crunky hobo. Again, I kind of like the really, meticulously groomed shortcut original, but the necromancer and sorceress and druid are like dead fucking on.
Yeah.
So, the Amazon, she's aged considerably, but it's been 20 years, so that happens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and most importantly, they're gonna be like the size of your fucking thumb. Just grow up and fucking kill Mephisto again. Not the most important part
you
of
can
this
still
game.
close your eyes and imagine what you thought they looked like and still fap to them if you really want.
Right?
It's not the same.
It's not the same! Their
You can
pixels
switch
are
back to
different
the
now!
Retro graphics. There. Switch back to the retro
Right?
graphics.
Trick
and
switch
to
back. There you go, exactly.
They allow it. It's built into the game.
I love how the Necromancer looks in this remaster. God, he looks so crunky and old. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's one of the things they just didn't have enough polys back in the day to really make him look all weathered. But now they do, and man, that guy's craggy and great. It's awesome. Okay, that's enough blowing Blizzard. Greg, do you want to say anything negative about them? Like, something China, just to...
I'm surprised we even got this announcement.
Right.
I was just figuring there's going to be something phones.
Don't you guys have phones?
I mean, we'll see.
And to be fair, this remaster could turn out to be liquid ass. Like, this is something they've done in the
that's
past.
true. You're not wrong. It's something that could be fucking terrible.
Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
But I'm cautiously
Yeah.
optimistic because the heart wants what it wants. It's like the Mass Effect remasters. Like, I went and bought myself that fucking collector's edition for it, even though I just got burned by Cyberpunk. But you know what? If it turns out to be good and I don't have it, I think it'll hurt me more than if it turns out to be bad and I do have it. So.
Okay, motherfucker.
I mean,
Buy a key
man.
quickly.
Tie his ass down so he can't fly away this time.
Alright, so which
Let him
key
play
does
on
it
my
matter?
fucking
It doesn't matter.
Any key, buddy.
Okay, Bat Labyrinth key.
Go for it.
Fucking fine.
Oh, we're getting attacked by Boris. Rebecca, kill him.
The 80 monkeys that are with me will get them.
Yeah, they did.
I fucking told you.
Hey, it's on that other island. Okay,
Well,
now we
we're
just got to go
on.
back there. I mean,
Probably.
yeah, that one we just left from, literally. So,
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Rebecca sails back there. You're the navigator. Speaking
So-
of, oh, go on.
So I was gonna bring on to the continuation of the remake genre. What game, in your opinion, would you like to see remade in current graphics?
There's a lot of them. I would love for them to remake the Soul Reaver games, especially Soul Reaver 1, 2, and Defiance.
Legacy of Kain. Oh man,
Yes, I would dig that quite a bit.
to remake or just totally revamp?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, either one at this point. I would be happy with just fucking PlayStation 2 ports, to be honest with you.
True.
I would love to see a remake of... I know we just got remasters of them, like, less than a decade ago. Actually, about a decade ago now. But, Lyrian is making Baldur's Gate 3 right now, and my brain is just like, why not remake 1 and 2? Use those same graphics. Use the same engine.
So, I've been playing Baldur's Gate on Switch.
Yeah.
Which is... It's kind of difficult to play. I'm not going to lie. It's not the same as the point-and-click version.
It's surprisingly... Like, I expected it to be a catastrophe. It's just awkward.
It is.
I thought it would be way worse than it is, to be fair.
And I agree. I was like, how are they going to do this? And it's not bad. There's just a lot of stop time, you know?
Yeah, because now you can't just click on something. You have to scroll through a line menu.
Exactly. And it kind of makes it, like, not playable to me.
Baldur's Gate 2 is going to be a real chore because of all the spell buffs you have to do before the big fights. You're literally going to spend 5 minutes, like, juicing yourself up before you can have a legitimate go at things.
Now, what about Demon Stone? Would you like to see that come back again?
Not really. I mean, I don't really have any big attachment towards that game. Actually, you know what game absolutely needs a remake? And this might be a little obscure. The first Quest for Glory game. Those games were so fucking ahead of their time. You could really make that like a Elder Scrolls game. Like it was in a lot of ways kind of like an Elder Scrolls before Elder Scrolls. You had a bunch of stats and skills, and hey, where are we going?
Oh, I was checking the map to see how close.
Oh, okay. I think, in my opinion, I think that that way of the offline MMO should go. You know, when you start to get into the okay, I can play it online with my buddies, or I can play it offline in an open world format. I think that is the way to go with these games, because it just opens up the venue to, you know, all these companies want to make more money and they want to do the same thing, and I'm for that, right? Everybody wants to make money.
Yeah.
But if you start with an open world and then you're say, hey, I got this downloadable content that we were working on during the actual making of the game, but we couldn't get it quite out there, but we made it way better, and now it's going to fix these small bugs, and it's going to make this other gear happen, and now you got this whole another fucking 36 plus hours of content. I'm for that. You know, I think that's the way the games should be going. You know, when you already got over 100 plus hours of content, it's worth it.
I don't have any problem with like DLC or add-on content after the fact, but I get very suspicious when there's new content too soon after the game releases. I start to think, you guys just didn't put this in the game so you could sell it to me later. Like, I want a good functional game on day one. If you are going to charge me $60, then I better get a $60 game out of you. And if I like it enough, we can talk again about another 20, 30, 40, whatever.
I agree. If you get a game and then a month later they're like, hey, by the way, we have this fucking, you know, Assailants of the Dark Arts fucking content that we're going to add now, like, why wasn't it there beforehand? Why did you do this to us?
I thought Fallout 4 was pretty well done. We got a pretty good game for the price. The hype structure was pretty fucking perfect, in my opinion. 6 months, they show off the game. 6 months later, you're fucking playing it. And then if that's too long of a wait for you, you have Fallout Shelter in the meantime. And then, you know, you got a few months, and then they start rolling out the DLC, and it's a variable quality, but I think you were able to buy the season pass for like $30 at the beginning, so 25 or something. So it's really hard to get too pissy about that. The Witcher 3 obviously is the gold standard when it comes to that shit, but kind of don't want to say anything too nice about them right now. But I mean, I'd be fine with games being like having online options. Give me the option to play it offline if I don't want to play with people, if I don't have an internet connection at the moment. Just give me more fucking options, right? I'd love every game to have 4-player co-op if it made sense. But I feel like sometimes they try to force that as a design goal when the game structure doesn't really account for it. So, I mean, we'll see. It just depends on the game. There's some games that were clearly not meant to be what they are or to be released when they were, and then other games that were developed better. So, in less cool news about EA, EA has purchase
Is there
Codemasters.
ever full news about
Yes,
it?
the Mass Effect remaster. That's like the
Do you think
last
that's going to
cool
be a
news.
thing, though?
It is. They already announced it. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is coming out. When is it coming out? May? I think it's coming out in May. But they bought Codemasters, and that's a terrible blow because it means we will absolutely, for certain, never be getting another Overlord game again, which makes me sad. I mean, we might get a mobile Overlord game, the way we got Nosgoth. Fucking garbage. Greg, you ready for more rumors that will never be fulfilled?
Sure.
Konami has apparently outsourced Silent Hill to a prominent Japanese developer, which will be announced this summer, according to a VGC report. There were other rumors that updated this one. Apparently, there are 2 Silent Hill projects in the work, if you care to believe that.
We've heard this for years and years.
We've heard this. Whisper of a Dream. Whisper of a Dream. An interview with Bloober Team CEO Piotr Babieno earlier today, where he mentioned the Medium developer has been working on a horror IP with a very famous gaming publisher for over a year, has led to speculation that the Polish studio is creating a Silent Hill game. But, of course, that doesn't account for the Japanese studio, so if he's working on one, then yeah, there'd have to be 2 different Silent Hill games in the work, and that kind of seems unlikely. Who knows? Like, maybe EA's bringing back Dead Space. Wouldn't that be fucking cool? You know,
Man, that would be a scary fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Medium developers
That would
making a
be
Dead
awesome.
Space. And I know this is another unpopular opinion, but I would take another Dead Space game over Silent Hill any day. That's just me. I like cutting alien limbs off with laser cutters, so... First Dead Space was so good. I never played the second one. Or the third one.
It really was.
Second one was even better. The third one was an action mess thanks to EA.
Fucking EA.
The third one's DLC was surprisingly good. It was not only was it co-op, but you could play with somebody and you would see shit they would not see.
Well,
it's like the developers got free reign over the DLC and they just made it really good.
the base game, EA was like, no, I need to let the demographics say this.
They added in microtransactions and this robot that you had to send out.
See, I'm rough with that kind of stuff. Though,
you can't do that kind of shit.
Suck. I hate it.
I've hated microtransactions since the first Dragon Age game. I remember
the crazy thing was the big thing in Dead Space 3 was that you use these materials to customize your weapons, right? Which is really cool. And the way they added in microtransactions was they gave you this robot that just patrolled the world, picked up stuff for you.
Anyone else getting an echo?
You did not need it whatsoever.
Okay, gonna need someone to plug out and plug in their microphone again.
Is that me?
I don't know.
Are we good?
Let me see.
Greg needs to talk.
Okay, no, we're good. We're good. No, it wasn't Greg this time.
It must have been me.
It was Timmy. Bad Timmy.
Mine's been fucking stupid. I got this fucking one. I got this from a pawn shop like fucking 2 months ago. So it's been fucking super shitty.
I mean, Greg just got himself a Pulse headset, so I think he's good. You okay there, Ari?
I got another one.
I got lost somewhere. I don't know where the hell you guys went.
Am I standing right next to you?
No,
I'm not.
That's Greg.
Oh, that's Greg. Okay.
Yeah, I hit down in the dead ends. You need to head.
Yeah, I hit a
dead
end.
Okay.
I'm looking at the map, and it looks like I should be able to go through here, but it's blocked up.
Yeah, this map sucks. I'm totally lost. Yeah, Rebecca and I are just talking on snowball mics. They weren't too bad. I think I spent like $40 for hers. They're okay. Honestly, I just try to get like a Pulse headset. Those are pretty good. If you, I don't know what your budget actually is, but that would future-proof you for PlayStation 5. But you probably want something you could use on like PC or Xbox as well.
Ari, follow me.
Well, I got one Xbox controller headset that's really, really good, and I got one PS4 headset that's really, really good.
Oh, okay.
And then the one I'm currently using is supposed to be used for both, but I've let my kids use it. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
he
have
does.
nice things.
I got it. Yeah, I know where this goes. I remember
in my head.
I remember Greg complaining when one of his kids spilled some beverage on his mechanical keyboard or something.
Well, I just got a puppy about a month ago, and that bitch fucking spilled an entire beer on top of my Switch. She almost died.
She almost died.
She almost became not a puppy anymore.
Just a random puppy-related accident that was going to occur.
Became fucking carbon. Burn that bitch up.
It's a Switch. You can get a new one.
Yeah, well, I have two, but one, I have, my son has it. I won it in a raffle when I was underway.
Dude, you fucking win all kinds of shit, don't you?
I just got lucky, man. I just got lucky.
I wish I had that kind of luck.
Right?
Dude,
Right.
I probably spent enough to be, like, probably buy 2 Switches.
Oh, you had to, like,
But-
opt into the raffle?
Yeah. Well, over time, playing the raffles, you know, you play, and you play, and you play, and you're hoping to win a bunch. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and then it's like, okay, whatever. And the one time I won, I put like $20 in, so I ended up getting it. And, you know, you feel accomplished as fuck. You're like, oh, I did it. But
Good old
you didn't
gambling.
really do it. Yeah, you really paid for it in the long run.
So this is a dead end, too. Where are the non-dead ends in this damn place? Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay,
Is
we're
it
done.
the lower left?
No,
Where is
it's
it?
actually like the center right. There's a
Oh, yeah, I see it.
obvious doorway there that we should not have missed.
That lower left looks like it leads to
Yeah,
another
trick
room
me.
as well.
Well, a lot of these places do. They probably do wrap around and have stuff on them, but I just got to figure out how to get there. Also, VGC has updated its story to note that, according to sources, Konami also has plans to work on Castlevania and Metal Gear Solid games via external companies, but any potential releases are still years away. So, Greg, who would be the best company to make a new Castlevania game, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, there is Igarashi's company.
No. Jeez, you're the one person who got this answer wrong. This opinion incorrect.
You
Capcom.
were
This
not
opinion.
anywhere near the most qualified for this
He said
opinion.
his opinion.
But okay.
Correct.
Capcom! I say Capcom. Give it to Capcom, they will do justice. I'm pretty sure Konami doesn't want to make another 2D Castlevania game, or else they'd just make it.
You say that, and you're dead wrong.
I don't know, like, I just say let dude make his own shit. He's got Bloodstain, what does he need to go back to fucking Castlevania for?
The game that he worked on for decades.
I would rather he make Bloodstain 2
he probably doesn't
than
want anything to do with
I
it.
would rather he make
Yeah.
Bloodstain 2 than Castlevania XZY or whatever the fuck.
So did you
I mean,
watch?
he definitely should.
Castlevania
Did you
Tornado
watch-
of Misery or whatever they call it.
Yeah. Did you watch the Castlevania Netflix thing?
The anime?
Oh yeah, really good.
Yeah,
I did not.
I enjoyed it a lot. I really enjoyed it. I watch it, and that made me start to think about the gameplay. If they could make a Castlevania that was like that, but open world, where you can like go and fucking really solve some issues.
You
going
mean
through,
if they made a Castlevania that played like Dragon's Dogma?
that'd be dope.
They also have a Dragon's Dogma
And
anime.
that anime is no good. No good. Terrible. Wretched.
It's terrible.
Awful.
It's terrible.
I love Dragon's Dogma, but that anime was not it. I'm waiting for you to solve this, Rebecca, because I'm not even trying.
I have fucking no idea.
I'm gonna stand by Nathan and wait.
What's up, Ari?
Hey.
Or should I say, Clive? So, okay, well, I'm going to overrule Greg unanimously and say Capcom third-person open-world Castlevania game, licensed by Konami.
Licensed by Konami.
I would like the developers who made the Medium, let them do another Dead Space, and let some other Japanese company do Silent Hill. And as for Metal Gear Solid, I mean,
would you like to see it with the Unreal Engine, though? That's the question.
Fuck Unreal. Fuck Metal Gear Solid 2. I honestly don't care about that. Like, I think Metal Gear as a franchise has been kind of obsolete since Deus Ex, because Deus Ex did pretty much everything I care about a stealth game to do better.
I liked that game, though. I really did.
Metal Gear Solid, the first one?
No, Deus Ex. I really liked that game. So,
how'd you figure that out, Rebecca?
Since we talked about the Unreal,
how'd I figure it out?
What was the clue?
You see how there's 3 different emotions?
Because I'm fucking smart. Thanks for answering it. Jesus Christ.
I'm answering it!
Yeah, now you're answering it.
Yeah,
she's explaining how she's smart.
The platforms below, there's always one of the 3 missing, so you have to do the emote that's missing.
Boo! The last thing I want to do on this game is think.
Have you guys played any of the Smash Brothers on Switch?
I mean, I own it, but I don't think I've ever put it in my console.
So my kid, my oldest kid, he fucking plays it like crazy. He's up to date with that shit. And
is he still awake? He's probably asleep by now.
No, he's sleeping now.
Okay. I was gonna have you ask him what his opinion of Byleth as a Smash character was.
He was not happy about that.
I bet. What the fuck is wrong with Smash players? Jesus.
He wouldn't even tell me that today. You know that? He wouldn't even fucking tell me who the character was. He was like, Dad, they got another character. And I was like, oh, that's cool, man.
Who was it? We have this list.
I don't know. He never told me.
It was those characters from Xenoblade 2.
Oh, right. Pyra and Mithra. You know what? I don't mind those. Those are Nintendo characters. What's wrong with them?
He was super upset with that.
They got big old titties. There's nothing wrong with that.
They got big old titties. They're good.
Like, no, here's the thing. They always, like, these fucking Smash fans, they work themselves up into a lather. Like, it's gotta be Dante. It's gonna be Dante this time. It's gotta be
Dante.
It's never gonna be fucking Dante. Just...
What'd you think of Sephiroth, though?
Where's my fucking Sephiroth amiibo?
Right,
that's what I want to know.
That's what I was wondering, too. I was like, where is Sephiroth right now? Because I bought him an amiibo for that fucking other guy. Shit, he just came out like 2 times ago. And
Joker or the Dragon Quest 11 guy?
Dragon Quest 11 guy.
Yeah, I got him on my shelf right behind me. I love Dragon Quest. I've had to buy it. I didn't even play Smash and I buy the amiibos.
He was like, oh, Dad, I really want him. I said, okay, that's fine. Let's do it. So I bought him. But if you remember from back in the days, we're talking about old school video games and remakes and stuff. Do you think they could do the same thing they did with Smash Brothers with the old Unreal Tournament?
I don't think those are even remotely similar. Like, why would you want to read?
I mean,
hold on.
Honestly,
hold out my microphone. I played Unreal Tournament back in the day, but jeez, I
mean, back in the day, it was worth it.
Like, what are you gonna do? Just sell amiibos for Unreal Tournament? And
I mean, it might be a thing.
Maybe.
We're talking about Smash Brothers and Unreal Tournament, Aiden.
Oh, jeez. How many... I don't know how many developers would want to see their characters get jibbed by a rocket launcher. Or a flat cannon.
Right, yeah.
Actually, that would make it worth it, wouldn't it?
That would be fun. I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, it was like one of the coolest fucking things you could do.
Remember, we used to play Unreal Tournament a lot. I had that multi-tap, and you, me, and John would play, sometimes with Matt.
It was fun. It was honestly a good time because just like you go back even further, the GoldenEye and stuff like that. You're like, man, this is really
Rebecca
where it's
played
at.
some
This is where I
GoldenEye,
want to fucking do it.
I mean, yeah, they should definitely remake GoldenEye. Like, just keep it as clunky as it ever was, put it on the Xbox Marketplace, sell it for $15. They'd make all the fucking money.
It'd be pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie, I would fucking play it still. I'd fucking jam out on that shit.
Rebecca would be like, so can we hook up the Xbox again?
I don't know that I'd play it again.
Really? I play it. I still have the 64.
Oh, here we go. And it's the ice. It's the ice thing. I swear it is.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh shit.
Gotta survive though first, fellas.
Yeah, I'm looking for these skulls. Motherfuckers.
And there's one to the right. It's reviving things.
Okay, it's dead. Look at this. Can you imagine us doing some crazy Diablo 2 shit with that level of coordination? We might almost survive.
Maybe after months of work.
That sure is a nice sword.
Hey, I got the trophy and I didn't have to pick it up. Where is it? Where is it? Give me my plat.
Woo!
Platinum! The completionist. Woo!
I need you to drop all your shit for me now. Everything minus the ice sword.
Ladies, gents,
I need the same.
We got him.
We got him. We got him. This is fucking Bin Laden. Like
that's the reference.
It's taken long enough.
That's the reference.
Except, when he said it, we didn't actually got him.
Yeah, it's also true.
Okay, I mean, how much money do you have, Ari?
2801.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
Well, he doesn't need it anymore.
Well, no, he does need it because we got to get all his ship parts if he wants to play.
Yeah, he can't build the ship.
Oh.
Greg's like, that sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really care.
You don't care?
It doesn't.
Well, we got to do something because this podcast is still going. So.
But
All
Ari,
right.
I made all the stuff for you to be able.
Oh,
to
okay.
do
Well, then I
But
care.
at
I
least,
care.
Greg, did you get your platinum?
I got mine.
No, I still need my lore. And I need you to drop me all those items.
All those other legendaries?
Yep.
Okay, I think Rebecca has them with her. I don't.
I do not have them. I took them out of my box because I needed the space for.
We'd have to
Yeah.
go to another game to do this.
I mean, technically, I could leave and come back.
Do you want Rebecca to leave and come back?
Apparently.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm about to leave.
Well,
Yeah, Timmy's got
I gotta
work.
work.
Before
Alrighty.
I leave,
But again,
Ari, you're gonna need to come here and
hit me
take
up.
all these monkeys.
if you want to do it before Sunday, if not, we'll just plan for Sundays, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a regular, by all means, we let Ari be a regular, and he's just a guy that I know on Facebook.
Dude, legit, Sherry does her podcast.
He's just a guy.
talks with her
Well, I mean, now it's
friends.
been 2 years, so he's a pal.
Ari, I like you.
Okay.
I like Ari too. He's our resident chill guy. He's the nice one.
I'm the
I was like,
stoner
he
character.
hasn't said a whole lot of anything.
He's
so
a stoner
that's-
character. He has his moments. You should have heard him. You should have fucking heard him. At the end of the year, we all did like our top 10 games of the PlayStation 4 generation, and Ari had like a great list, and he fucking talked about all the games that he liked.
Is it
And then-
more than 10?
No, just 10. And then he didn't have his mic set to share the stuff. So like during this whole time when he was talking, we got nothing.
Yeah, it's reset itself somehow. The setting reset itself, so you always have
was-
to check.
Very sad.
Now, Ari, you need to go make sure you control all those monkeys that I got for you.
Where the fuck are the monkeys? I don't even know where you're at.
They're near Greg.
I don't even know where you're at.
Down near the
They're
grass.
to the southeast of the labyrinth. They're wandering around.
So yeah, we do this.
You should be able to grab them, Greg. Grab his monkeys.
Grab his monkeys right in the monkey parts.
Okay. Grab his monkeys. That's it.
But we do this every Sunday at 8. I mean, it's just
always have to make it like
it's a time when
man.
it's a time when most of us can get around together. Greg's got to work Monday morning. You've got to work Monday morning. You both live in the same time zone. This is just the best we can do for everybody.
No, I mean any real time. I mean, like I said, I'm only an hour ahead of you guys, so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
now.
I mean Ari's over on the West Coast, so he's 2 hours behind us.
He's 2 hours behind, yeah. So I mean, it's not too bad. Either way, man. You just guys hit me up on Facebook, man. Let me know.
All right, I'll let you know.
All right, brother. You guys, thanks for fucking hanging out, and I appreciate you letting me keep you guys company.
All right. Fun. See you later, Timmy. Keep
Later,
dreaming
guys.
lovely dreams of Diablo 2. Wait, before you go, what character are you going to play? Do you have any idea?
Oh, Barb, dude. 100%.
Barbarian? Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the Barb, then Source.
Sorceress
then
is so great.
Amazon, maybe.
I'm gonna play Amazon. I'm 100% certain Jared is playing Amazon. Rebecca already said she wanted to play Sorceress. That leaves Ari and Greg. Play whatever you want. It'd be great if one of you could swing Paladin, because then we get all those auras, but it doesn't really matter.
Hammerden is fucking mad, man.
Hammerden is supposed to be like... Is it still one of the best builds in the meta?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Back in the day, it was between Hammerden and fucking, what was the other one? The Zealot.
I always prefer Zealodin because I just like hitting shit more than I like summoning.
Dude, that was what I liked.
Yeah.
100%.
So, can't the Druid essentially do a similar skill where he just does a bunch of swats in werewolf form?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, either way, you can't go wrong. There's all kinds of classes that are good.
No,
all right.
I think my first build would definitely be Barb.
Go for it. I will enjoy those shouts boosting my stats.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here, Tim.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
See you later.
Yeah.
Later.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you, brother.
So, I mean, okay, we've got a barbarian. We're good to go. I kind of figured that Greg would play a barbarian just because he tends to like that, but it doesn't matter, man. Anyone can play whatever you want. Don't feel pigeonholed into it, Ari. You don't want to play a paladin, you don't have to, but...
Well, the Necromancer was always my favorite.
Necromancer is a pretty cool class. I don't know what the meta is for it anymore. So you'd have to look it up.
I mean, the last time I played Diablo 2, I had two characters, and one was a barb. I mean, one was a necromancer, and one was a paladin. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, just whatever.
Am I coming to your level, Rebecca? What am I doing?
I'm getting them.
Yeah.
So.
I just didn't know what I was doing.
Because they'll get Ari the thing too. I need another invite.
I'm gonna search this island, Ari, to see if I can pick you up any lore or just scout for things.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So that was my buddy from high school, Timmy. He was one of the cool ones, a wild child. I remember back in the day he ran into a fence, trying to evade us, be all cool. Didn't know there's a barbed wire fence there. That was fun.
Maybe I can use
He also ninja jumped into a ditch he didn't know existed. He had a problem with running into or jumping into things in the dark. So... been too long since I heard from Timmy, but Diablo brings us all together. Other people, however, who are of, shall we say, less astute opinions, might prefer Nintendo stuff, and they got a little bit of what they wanted over this last week, because they had a Nintendo Direct, the first one in a long time. Some of the news we got from that included... Stubbs the Zombie, Rebel Without a Pulse, is...
You lead with that.
This is the first one on the list. I'm just going down the list, man.
How is that the first thing? Whatever.
It's the first thing. It was probably the first thing they showed off at the Direct.
Ari is thinking the same thing I am.
You people, like I'm I will go ahead and say, I thought this Nintendo Direct was pretty good. A lot of people shit on it. I liked it. So don't accuse me of being anti-Nintendo here, even though they suck and I hate them. They did a good Direct.
Yeah, how could anyone accuse you of that?
They did a good Direct. I mean, what do you want me to say? I liked the Direct from what I saw.
What do you want me to say? Like you're completely blameless in everything
I
and
didn't
have
say-
done no wrong.
I didn't say completely blameless. I'm just saying this is probably what they led the direct with. So it's the first thing Gamatsu posted. So it's the first thing I posted on my chart here. If I was doing this in order of preference, I'd be talking about something else. Trust me. It is coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox, Switch, and PC via Steam and GOG. Gotta give them props for GOG.
Or for your trophy.
It's elementary.
Yep.
Yep.
Did you get it for just being in the world?
Yeah, I
had
didn't
to
have
drop them on the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't pick them up though.
Did you get it, Greg?
I don't think so. I will.
How did you not?
Hold on, let me check. Wasn't paying attention.
No.
That's why I said watch for your trophy. Fuck. Why'd I even do it if you guys ain't even gonna pay attention?
Ari paid attention. Don't.
Here, Ari, have some food.
Yeah, Ari's stoned and Ari paid attention.
Good job, Ari.
What else is new? Ari's in Ari mode. That's all it is.
Hey, I got it.
Look at that.
It doesn't look like you guys picked up all the monkeys. Are they still running around?
I got another monkey.
They ran off as soon as you let them go. They just like went to the four corners of the earth.
Yeah, but they should be on the map for Ari.
Hello.
Hey, Jared, what's up?
Jared.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to go to bed in my house.
Oh. Okay. I mean, do you want to do the Nintendo stuff to remove all this bias since apparently I'm so evil?
No, go ahead. You're good.
Okay. I gave a chance to off-road this. Now it's going to be me. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse first launched for the original Xbox in 2005 and Mac also in 2005, a month later. The PC version was once made available via Steam in 2007 but was later removed. So there's some background.
I'm here.
Man, what a game to bring back.
I know, right? Like, this is Bubsy level shit, isn't it?
It said you left the game.
I did leave the game.
He got his trophy, he's done with us. He's probably got to go to bed soon anyways. To be fair.
What do you want me to do? Sticking around, what should I do?
Help us clear labyrinths?
Ari get the rest of the ship part?
Ari doesn't even care if he gets it, so we're just doing this to provide visual distraction while we talk about game news, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, Rebecca put in the work to help me get it, so I might as well.
I mean,
do it.
I can put the stuff in your game, and you can do it on your own. If
It'll never happen that way. No, I mean, we are playing this game for the last time, this podcast, and the podcast isn't over, so we might as well play until the podcast is over.
Yeah.
Well, Ari needs money.
Because we're not switching, so...
Yeah, and I gotta go to bed early tonight anyways. So
Okay.
I didn't sleep at all last night.
Well, whenever you gotta go to bed, let us know. We'll try to get through this news, at least in the Nintendo stuff.
No, I can stick around for the news.
Okay. Now, there's a good bit of news, especially since we wasted 2 hours just talking bullshit.
Yeah,
Well, at least someone did.
What?
Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Okay.
Friends.
Yeah, I need to go to bed. I got
friends
work.
that I haven't talked to in years, and you're sitting here chastising me. I told you I had friends, Greg.
I didn't believe it.
Well, you're wrong. Publisher Koei Tecmo and developer Team Ninja have announced Ninja Gaiden Master Collection for PS4, Switch, and PC via Steam. It will launch on June 10th worldwide. The Ninja Gaiden Master Collection includes remastered versions of Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, as well as most previously released digital content. Anyone buying Ninja Gaiden? I should ask if anyone's buying Stubbs too, but come on.
I'll be getting Ninja Gaiden, but I'll be getting it for PS4, not Switch.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Greg, are you getting some Gaiden?
Yeah, eventually.
I think I'm too scared.
I beat all those back in the day.
I don't want to be a
Marty,
ninja.
I beat Sigma,
game
but not
privilege
Sigma
again.
2 or 3.
Which is more difficult, these Ninja Gaiden games or Devil May Cry 3?
The original Devil May Cry 3?
Yeah.
Probably Ninja Gaiden.
Okay. Because I beat Ninja...
Well, I asked didn't last week I asked you what was more difficult, Ninja Gaiden or Sekiro?
Sekiro.
Yeah.
I didn't have trouble with Devil May Cry 3 when it launched. I went, oh, things are hitting me hard. I better spend time grinding this first level and buying some health upgrades.
I spent so much time grinding the Royal Guard, I think it's called.
Yeah. I mean, like, it wasn't an inordinate amount of time grinding. I just went, I have a stat deficiency because it's early game.
It felt like it was. Well, especially when it's early game, you're like, this seems like they're going balls to the wall awful early here.
No, see, I just went, I'm weak, so obviously I need to level up. It's Dante's Awakening, right?
Sorry. So, I love the fact that was an accident on Capcom's part.
I didn't even know it was an accident for a long time. And I was like, wait, what? That was supposed to be hard mode? I mean, it was, I don't know. I had more trouble with the first Devil May Cry because I was learning all those mechanics for the first time then. Like, that fucking Phantom, that thing killed me literally like 17 times the first time I played that game. I never played, like, an action game like that, man. That was all new to me.
Remember that one time I was streaming God of War 3 Remastered?
That crab? Yeah, that...
Oh my god, that fucking thing was a bitch on hard.
Yeah, that made me not want to play that game. I was like, no, this is a higher... Like, Jared's better than I am, and this is kicking his ass, so I don't even want to know what it would do to me, so... You scared me off of that game, Jared. So... Yeah, that looked pretty rough. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD is coming to Switch. It will launch on July 16th. Who's buying that?
I'll get it. I never finished it on Wii. Skyward Sword is the only game where I accidentally threw the Wii remote.
Accidentally or on purpose?
No, accidentally, because you're swinging it around like a sword, and it flew out of my hand, and I didn't have the wrist strap on.
Did you break anything?
No, nothing broke. But yeah, that was the only time I actually would have needed to use the wrist strap, which I never use anyway. So, yeah, I got to like the lava dungeon on that, and it got stuck, and then just put it down. So I never beat it back when it came out.
20 years later, or he's like, I'll give it another try.
Well, I mean, with regular controls, maybe it'll be less tedious. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, my shoulder's been hurting for like months now. I can't imagine having to swing a fucking sword in a video game.
They have the sword controls mapped to the right analog stick, I think.
Yep.
Okay, that's probably not too bad. Greg, you're not buying this game.
What, the Skyward Sword remaster?
Yeah.
I probably will because it's one of the only Zelda games I haven't beaten.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only... no, I haven't beaten Majora's Mask either.
I think the only one I've beaten is Link to the Past.
I beat the original Legend of Zelda. I don't think I beat Zelda 2. Maybe I did. Link to the Past I beat.
Wait. Is Zelda 2 called Link's Awakening?
No, Zelda 2 is called...
Adventure of Link.
What is
Adventure of Link, yeah.
Okay, what is Link's Awakening? Is that just my
That's
mind making shit?
Game Boy game.
Okay. So I'm sitting there thinking, there's a Dante's Awakening and a Link's Awakening. What? Yeah. Anyways, a lot of characters.
They're related.
Waking up. I know.
I didn't beat Link's Awakening, but I beat Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you beat Breath of the Wild? Anyone else here beat Breath of the Wild?
No.
I think I'm the only one that played it for more than like 10 hours, right?
I played it for literally 7 hours, and yeah, I was done with it.
Like an hour.
Oh wow. Okay, we're not gonna gripe on Zelda too much. There's a new one. It's another remaster, new to Switch, I guess. Splatoon 3 is launching for Switch in 2022. Anyone running out to buy Splatoon?
No.
Someone will.
No, I mean here.
No.
Okay. Koei Tecmo and Omega Force have announced Samurai Warriors 5 for PlayStation 4, Xbone, Switch, and PC via Steam. There is no release date. I was all into this just based on the name Samurai Warriors 5, and then I saw it. Rebecca, complain for me.
Oh my god, I hate the character redesigns for Nobunaga and Mitsuhide. They're frat boys now. And that's not cool.
Like, I don't know what they did to Nobunaga, but he looks like Musashi from the older games.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate it.
Why?
I don't like it.
I don't know. From what I got from the trailer, this game, I think, follows Mitsuhide and Nobunaga more closely.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a prequel.
So is it not going to have, like, all the other characters, or how is this? I don't know.
I don't know.
They told that story in the first one.
They tell that story every time.
I think they're gonna have, it will be in Japanese, but, a presentation or something at the, I was gonna say end of the month, but it's already almost the end of the month.
You know, it always amuses me that these games even exist, where they just make these, like, wild caricatures of historical figures. Can you imagine if they made, like, a Musu game out of, like, I don't know, the Revolutionary War? Like, they just have fucking George Washington with this giant fucking manly chin and V torso, and he, like, beats enemies with a cherry tree.
Well,
and,
you know what's
like,
fun is that
they have fucking,
Koei used to do that back in the day all the fucking time.
They did Troy,
when
right?
When they were making Romance of the Three Kingdoms, they had a game called Liberty or Death on Super Nintendo that was basically Romance of the Three Kingdoms, except for America.
Really? They actually did this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They need to do it again. I want to see, like, fucking, shit. I'm embarrassing myself because I don't remember the name of... fuck. Who's the name of that fucking traitor in the Revolutionary War?
What? Benedict Arnold?
Benedict Arnold! I couldn't fucking think of his name for some fucking reason. Yeah, if they, like, had him, but they made him all, like... They made him all, like, sniveling and hunchback with fucking evil eyes, and... You know how they caricaturize people. Be great! Yeah, I couldn't think of that. I kept thinking of, like, Nathaniel Hawthorne. I'm like, that's not the fucking guy. So... Like, I want to see, like, a Musu game with ridiculous versions of, like, Paul Revere and George Washington and all these people. Cornwallis. You can even have that fucking fruity French dude who they named a bunch of shit after in your hometown, Rebecca. What's his name? LeBeau. Yeah. It'll be great. I just, like, can you imagine how many fucking Americans would be butt sore over something like that? Especially if they did a Civil War version and Abraham Lincoln was just fucking... Like, you could play as Abraham Lincoln and, like, fucking thrash Robert E. Lee in a fucking Musu game. There'd be so many fucking... There'd be so many crime... I'd play it too, it'd be great! Actually, you probably shouldn't touch that subject. I can't imagine them trying to make a game where, like... One side was trying to perpetuate slavery, and the other side was fucking... Well, not really trying to free the slaves, but trying to fucking keep the Union together, and then they decided to take the moral high ground a few years in. A lot of political molasses there. It'd still be pretty glorious, though. I would love to wait for the Ben Shapiro segment where he whines about, you know, they make all the Confederate characters the villains in this, but actually, fuck you, you little fucking squeaky bastard. Anyways, Square Enix, Pop Jared, I think, has announced a remastered version of Legend of Mana for the PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC via Steam. It will launch on June 24th for $30. Pre-orders on PlayStation 4 include 10 avatars and a custom theme, while pre-orders on PC include a custom wallpaper. What's excluded there is what you get for pre-orders on the Switch. I guess you get fuck all. Legend of Mana, Greg, you buying this one?
And didn't we learn about that on the Nintendo Direct?
Yes.
And they're giving them no pre-orders?
Nothing. Nothing listed here.
Huh.
So who's buying Legend of Mana Remaster?
I actually have never played that game.
Greg, what is...
I know someone who speedruns it.
What are you doing to me now? I mean, I'll buy it. It ends with of mana, so it has to be good, right?
How
How
you
dare
say
you?
that? How dare I?
They need to make Trials of Mana 2, damn it.
Have you ever played Dawn of Mana?
No.
Yeah. Don't you wouldn't say the words, how dare you.
I need to change my opinion of Mana.
Yes, you do.
Nintendo announced Super Smash Bros. Ultimate downloadable content characters Pyra and Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Both operate as a single character that you can freely swap between, and will launch in March as part of the Fighters Pass Volume 2. Cue the derisive catcalls of all Nintendo fans. Because it's not Dante, so no one can be happy.
Ari, all your monkeys appear on the map for you.
So what are we
Are
even?
they still running around?
What are we even doing, guys?
I'm looking
Yeah,
for the galley.
there's monkeys like way up north.
Go get them.
They're in the ocean.
I mean,
there.
they couldn't go anywhere further than you can walk.
Yeah, so go get them.
Well, on the map they're in the ocean.
Go get them.
Yeah, they're in the shallows. So you're looking for the galleon?
I'm looking for the galleon.
Yeah, we got to do something to get Jared money. Not Jared. Ari.
I mean, Ari.
Yeah, that guy. The other guy.
I mean, if he goes into each of the vaults that have been done on...
Hey, I went to a vault.
He can pick up the money and...
Well, I tried to go back to some of those vaults but the world reset, so all the monsters were back and stuff.
Nah. Oh, we've already been in this vault. I don't need to go back in this vault. Square Enix has announced tactical RPG Project Triangle Strategy. Working title,
that's
thankfully.
What I was staying up for.
The latest entry in its HD 2D series for Switch. It will launch in 2022. Nintendo will publish it in the West. A demo is available now via the Nintendo Shop. Jared, you played this demo, right?
Yes.
You got any thoughts?
I mean, I liked what I played of it.
Okay.
I didn't listen to any dialogue.
I haven't downloaded the demo yet, although I should.
Because if I'm playing a demo, I want to play the demo, not, read a bunch of text.
Well,
Even
yeah.
though it's voice acted.
Well, what if it is giving you, useful tutorial information?
I don't care.
Yeah, I get it, because, 2022, if this game comes out a year after I play the demo, I'm not going to remember anything.
Yeah, I feel like you're being way too careful. Is that the word? I don't know. I think it's you're probably okay.
To skip all the dialogue?
No, I'm saying you're probably okay listening to the dialogue. It's not going to ruin your initial experience.
Yeah,
it's not a year and a half from now.
The demo isn't the beginning of the game either. It's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, it won't
Yeah,
ruin
so
my experience. It'll just, I won't
chapter 6
remember
or
it, so it's kind of wasting my time, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's just a personal thing, like my own scatterbrain not being able to...
I don't know. I played with a guy who just refused to read anything ever.
I'm not that guy. I read...
It annoyed me like crazy because, god damn it, an hour later he wouldn't know how to do something. The game tried to tell him how to do this multiple times.
You better not be talking about me.
Are you talking about just some guy?
I'm not talking about you egotistical...
Well, to be fair, Greg, it does also apply to him.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Shut your
You're
mouth.
not writing a guide about a game.
Thou
these
doth
podcast
protest
games, you're
too
I
much.
don't know how to do this, and it's because you fucking didn't pay attention.
That's actually funny, because I was complaining about Dragon Quest Builders 2 in Discord. I was like, they make you read so much shit, and it's like them saying the same thing 5 times over after every fucking objective. It's like, I fucking get it.
It's just fucking Dragon Quest, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's going overboard. I'm losing patience with it. I'm near the end of the game. Hopefully, I'll be able to sneak out another platinum with that real soon. But I'm just
I mean, if I can get a platinum, and you can get a platinum.
Oh no, I already did the dog breeding thing. I pretty much just gotta complete the game, equip a cursed weapon, and get 50 or 65% of the recipes. That's basically it. It should be...
You can buy a bunch of those recipes.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's finish up this last bit of Switch news.
I think they also announced the release date for that other remaster they're doing of Saga Frontier.
Oh, did they? I don't think I have that recorded. Look that up and give us a date, if you could. Supergiant Games will release a physical edition of Hades for Switch on March 19th, the developer announced. Physical edition will include a copy of the game, a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack, and a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's gods, ghosts, and monsters. I'm glad I waited to buy this game, even though this physical edition costs about twice as much as a digital edition. I want this game on a cartridge.
The digital version is $25, and the physical one is, for some reason, $35 on Best Buy.
Okay, 50% more. But yeah, I just value getting a box and a cartridge more, and if I can get other swag with it, all the better. So I pre-ordered this immediately. I was like, Jared, keep your eye out for this. And Jared was like, you mean this? Ah. And I was like, you're good at this, sir. So it's up on Best Buy, yes, for $35. And now it even has art, so you don't have to worry about it being something weird and illegitimate. You can go throw them your money, and I heard this was a really great game, and I should hold off until they release it for PlayStation 4. But I don't care. I want it. Okay, that's all for the Nintendo stuff, Greg, if you want to slink out.
April 15th.
April 15th for Saga. God, there's a lot of stuff coming out.
You know, priced reasonably, too, unlike Nintendo stuff.
How much?
$25.
For each game, or the whole thing?
$25 for Saga Frontier.
Okay.
And I think Legend of Mana is $30.
Did anybody get those that collection of Saga for Switch? Oh, you got that already? Did you play it at all? Is it worth picking up?
I played it a little bit. Its biggest thing is it's got Trials of Mana for the first time, but then of course they made the remake.
No, not Collection of Mana, the Saga collection, the Final Fantasy Legend games.
Oh, no, my bad.
Okay, because they were talking about Saga, and I thought of that.
I will get that though.
Yeah, I was thinking of picking it up.
Is that out?
Yeah, it's been out since December.
Greg's like, what is going on?
I had Final Fantasy Legend for the Game Boy back when I was a little kid, so it'd be cool to go back and play that again.
Yeah, for sure.
The other two games I never played, but I'm sure they're good.
They're very similar.
Yeah.
So are you still searching for this ship, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. You found it, right?
Wait, you found it?
It's on the map. Go to my marker. Look at all that sailing around, and all I had to do is sit here and look. Anyone buying Hades physical edition?
I probably should. I know people that won't shut up about it.
That's about everyone.
Yeah, just pretty much. Greg, what do you think about Project Triangle Strategy?
I need to look into it way more.
Have you not even seen the announced video for it yet?
I've seen the video, but I want to play the demo. I heard that it's the second coming of Final Fantasy Tactics, and we'll see, I guess.
I mean, if it is, that's really good, right?
Yeah.
I watched a video. God, I can't remember.
Nathan, do you have any food?
Yeah, I have a ton.
Okay, I need smoothies or something.
Have some crispy wings.
Okay.
I watched a video the other day where they were talking about something called Final Fantasy House. Has anyone else heard of this?
I saw when you posted it. I didn't click on the video yet.
Yeah, it's apparently a bunch of fucking weirdos who think they're like soul-bounded to fictional characters. In this case, like they thought they were, I don't know if it's reincarnations or like real-life representations of Final Fantasy characters. And like one of them thought she was soul-bound to Genova, and I'm sitting here thinking like, one, if somebody thinks that they're fucking like soul-bound to a fucking video game character, like, stay the fuck away. But especially if they think they are soul-bound to a fucking parasitic alien.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
like,
especially if it's Genova.
Yeah, and then, like, they apparently moved across the country after some shit went down, and they were living with somebody in California, and they were like still identifying with Final Fantasy characters, but some of them were also identifying with Suikoden characters. And for some reason, that made me think of like that Ayuden Chronicle game. That apparently...
Yeah. Oh, is that why you were asking about it the other day?
No, this was actually before that, and then this popped up, and I was like, oh, that's creepy. No, I just thought of it out of the fucking blue for some reason, and then I saw this video just like yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, apparently the woman who does this shit moved on to like other fandoms.
Yeah, I like the Hannibal TV series fandom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, that's healthy, I'm sure.
Just a psychopathic fucking grifter who says she's soul-bound. And Jared, you'll be completely surprised to learn that they're also fucking vegans. Like, you think you're soul-bound to what, Hannibal and Genova, and you're a fucking vegan? Come the fuck on. Like, there's crazy, and then there's what the fuck is wrong with you crazy. You can't even keep your crazy within the fandom crazy. Right, but that should be all the Nintendo Switch news I cared to post. For what that's worth. Greg, what do you think the odds of you buying this? What's it? Project Triangle Strategy are?
I mean, it's pretty high.
Pretty high. I mean, if it's anything like Final Fantasy Tactics, it's kind of a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
Rebecca, what did you think of it? She didn't seem that enamored.
Looked okay, I guess.
I want to know if I can make the little fucking characters fuck. I don't know why. I don't care. I like making my little characters
You know
have
why.
sex. Fire Emblem!
Make the baby!
Make super soldiers with your loins.
I don't think...
No, I doubt it.
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything, but I don't expect it, but it would be great if you could. It's like fight next to each other so you get like the heart points and then you can make the super babies. This is how reality works. That's like what Achilles and Patroclus were trying to do. They were just terribly confused on how it all worked. Oh, come on, that's funny, you fucking Luddites.
Guy didn't know who Benedict Arnold was.
I mean, I know my Greek history, just don't ask me anything about America. Fucking name just told... Like, I don't know. I don't have an excuse. It just slipped my brain.
That really shut you up on your attempt to make us feel bad about not knowing who people were.
I still know
who they are.
I still know the first 10 Roman emperors.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to name the first 3 American presidents.
I got the reference. I just didn't like the joke.
Just curious here. Can anyone name the first 3 American presidents?
Was it Washington, Adams, and Jefferson?
That sounds right, but I don't know.
This guy's drilling people on things he doesn't even know.
I don't know. I was just asking because it's amusing to me that I know the first 10 Roman emperors, but not the first 3 presidents. And to be fair,
I'm pretty sure it was Washington, Adams, and Jefferson. You can
to be fair, that's not kind of fair, because there's like 4 different presidents in the first 5 that were named Adams. There were 2 different Adams, weren't there?
Yeah,
there
just throw Adams in there. You're probably right.
Adams.
Yeah. So.
Or he's like, bitch, I know my American history somehow. The rest of us are like, fuck it.
I think I know my last couple of presidents, right? You had Leaky Eyeball. You had Bad Spray Tan. You had Obama, right? And you had Bush, Clinton, Bush, Reagan.
Carter.
Yeah, it was Carter. Wasn't before that, it was Nixon's fucking boy. Nixon's VP after he got impeached. Or am I skipping somebody?
Ford? Was it Ford?
It might have been. I think Ford, Nixon, JFK. Shit. Before JFK, it would have been the guy who signed... Was it Lyndon Johnson? The guy who signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964. and then I think you go to Eisenhower, Truman, FDR. I might have fucked up somewhere there, but... And who cares who was before FDR? Fucking loser. Ran us into a fucking depression. So what are we doing in this game now? Because I feel like I've just been running around this island for the last hour.
We're just waiting for you to finish reading the news, I think.
I'm putting all the stuff into his ship. But
Well,
I need
there's
some more rocks.
there's no... I thought we were gonna go look for... Whatever, you guys.
You're supposed to be helping him get money.
I don't have a raft! How am I supposed to get money? You stole the fucking raft.
Well,
This fucking
you can take
moment.
him down into the vaults.
No,
They
we've cleared
replenish-
these 2 vaults already.
They replenish with enemies. Enemies drop money.
They don't... No, that's not enough money.
You're not making money.
We need to go to new vaults, if anything. Anyways, let's fucking continue with the news. Since Rebecca's
I
stealing our
already
fucking...
cleared all the vaults.
Since Rebecca's stealing our, raft. Google told Stadia developers progress was great and began layoffs 5 days later. Just over 2 weeks ago, Google made the surprise announcement that it was abandoning all first-party development plans and moving its Stadia business plan completely. All internal Stadia development studios were closed alongside the departure of Jade Raymond, who had joined Google as head of development studios. Job losses were estimated to be in the region of 150. A new report from Kotaku's Nathan Grayson reveals that just 5 days prior to this announcement, Stadia head Phil Harrison was reassuring these internal teams that nothing was amiss. On January 27, an email was circulated from Harrison that read, in part, Stadia Games and Entertainment has made great progress building a diverse and talented team and establishing a strong lineup of Stadia exclusive games. We will confirm the SG&E investment envelope shortly, which will in turn inform the SG&E strategy. One thing I want to point out here is, notice how he said a diverse team. Like, this is just progressive pandering these companies do. They always want to point out how diverse their teams are, and they don't mean a fucking word of it, people. 5 days after this email, Harrison would announce the Volt Face, given our focus on building on proven technology of Stadia as well as deepening our business partnerships, we've decided that we will not be investing further in bringing exclusive content from our internal development team SG&E beyond any near-term planned games. The developers found out this news shortly before the public announcement on February 1st, although were not able to question Harrison until a conference call on February 4th. On this Q&A, Harrison was confronted directly about his prior internal email of reassurance and, as multiple sources told Kotaku, said he regretted the email and admitted we knew. We're committed to the future...
Oh, yeah, you think?
Yeah. We're committed to the future of cloud gaming, wrote Harrison on February 1st, and will continue to do our part to drive this industry forward. But check back next week, and he might be saying something different. This is a direct quote from PC Gamer, so it's not my own snideness, by the way. So kudos on them. I always love a little bit of shittiness. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I kind of am just that guy already, so I might as well fucking lean into it. If you work for Google, you know their business history. You know what they do. You know how they cancel shit. Like, you can't be surprised. They fucking gave up and lied to people before about stuff like this, so... What'd you fucking expect? Good job, Jade Raymond. I hope Ubisoft takes you back. Actually, I hope they don't, because Assassin's Creed games are better than they ever were under your watch. So, good fucking riddance. Marvel's Avengers will launch for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series on March 18th, alongside the release of Operation Hawkeye, Future Imperfect. Sorry, I can't read. Users who own the PlayStation 4 or Xbone version will be able to upgrade to the next-gen version at no additional cost. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series versions feature enhanced visuals and frame rate, significantly faster load times, improved destruction and detail, and more. So, I guess that's good news for the people who unfortunately bought it. I mean, that game is like a $10 game for me. and it hasn't gone below $30. $10. So I'm in no real rush to buy it. But hey, if it has another trophy list, you know, might go pick up that PS4 version at some point. Okay, how much money do you got now, Ari?
3501.
Hey, that actually increased a bit.
Alright, guys, I'm going to bed.
Alright, see you later, Greg.
Later.
Right, we'll have to discuss sometime what game we want to play next. I mean, we've got options. We've got a lot of options.
Well, we could try The Forest, since What's-His-Face was just talking about it.
I mean, we could. I think a number of us own it.
Do you think he would want to play that with us?
Oh, I'm sure he would. I'm not sure if he could keep up playing as much as we play, but I'm sure he'd jump in.
Because he could give us a jump start on knowing what to do.
Right? He could be our spirit guide. I will let Timmy be my spirit guide. It's not a bad idea. It's already installed. We can give it a go. Rebecca, make sure it's installed.
What is it called?
The Forest.
The Forest.
Very,
I have to log into your account to do it?
Probably, because I don't think you bought it, so. Microsoft has announced FPS Boost, a system for Xbox Series X and Series S that boosts the frame rate of select titles. Wait, I mentioned Series S. I have to go check. Oh, that's an incognito window. I don't want to do an incognito window. Jared knows what I'm doing. It is still in stock, but it is unavailable nearby. To get it nearby, I will have to buy a console and controller bundle. This fucking thing is dead. Dead! I'm calling it. I think I actually called it fucking months ago, but I'm calling it, not speculatively, officially. Nail fucking hammer fucking coffin. We're done with it. The Series S is dead. If you buy this fucking thing, you got conned. This is the first next-gen system to remain in stock for any period of time. According to my screen right now, you can buy one at Best Buy still, after days. So, this is both a good and bad thing. Mostly good, in my opinion, because it means a lot of consumers are too fucking smart to be fooled by a fucking next-gen console that's barely any more powerful than the last one they released. So good on you. Good on you all for being too smart to buy this fucking half-assed, soon-to-be defunct fucking Band-Aid of a system. So, I'm amazed this thing is still in stock. That is so hilarious to me. Yeah. Are you surprised, Jared?
No.
Jared's like, no, this thing stunk of failure from the get-go. Anyways, back to the news. The backwards compatibility team has developed FPS Boost, which employs a variety of new methods for doubling and, in a few instances, quadrupling the original frame rate on select titles. Why would you quadruple it? It'd be running at like 15 frames a second. Oh, no, I guess it could boost up to 120. For those 3 people with TVs that can display 120 frames per second. The premier lineup of backwards compatible titles that support FPS Boost are as follows. You ready for this list of heavy-hitting, awesome games that everyone owns and wants to play? Rebecca, you gonna brace yourself?
I'm braced.
Okay. Far Cry 4, new Super Lucky's Tale, Sniper Elite 4, UFC 4, Watch Dogs 2. Could have been worse. I played some Far Cry 4 in my time, so at least it's one game that isn't just a complete fucking dog shit fest.
Watch Dogs 2 might be alright, I don't know.
I've never played it.
I've got both the Watch Dogs games, I've never played either. Actually, there's 3 of them now. I haven't played the new one either.
You haven't even booted it, you're like, I feel bad about not playing, what's that fucking game called with dogs in the title?
Sleeping dogs?
Sleeping dogs. I was thinking silent dogs. Oh, that didn't sound right. When are dogs ever silent? I feel bad about not playing that yet.
When they're sleeping, because then they're farting.
Depends on the dog, but yeah, it happens. Yeah, I think I spent $3 for it, so I don't feel that bad, but uh-oh.
It's actually a good game.
That's what Jared told me. Just haven't had time for it yet.
I got killed and dropped all my stuff.
Oh my god, we still got so much news.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hey, you're not the one reading it. Publisher...
I'm getting a migraine, so...
We'll get it done, don't worry. Publisher Team 17 and developer The Game Kitchen have announced the blasphemous Strife and Ruin update, which brings Miriam from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night to Custvodia, seeking help from the Penitent One. It will launch on February 18th. So yes, that's a blasphemous and bloodstained crossover. Tasked with helping Miriam return to her world, players must complete a series of platforming challenges, boo, and collect shards to repair her portal home, filled with traps that force the player to hone their precision platforming abilities. Those who pass the test and help Miriam return to her world will have a special reward bestowed upon them. Strife and Ruin also introduces Boss Rush Mode, which becomes available after completing the main storyline. Ramping up the challenge to new heights, the mode features courses containing a selection of bosses the players take on with any of their save files. Each run is assigned a score based on various factors, with medals available for the toughest of penitents. That sounds completely beyond me. I remember looking forward to Blasphemous at one point, but kind of quickly became clear that it wasn't going to be a kind of game I was going to like. So, I have surprisingly not purchased it. A rare show of restraint there. Frontwing has canceled the PlayStation Vita version of Sharon no Kuni, The Girl Among the Sunflowers. The developer announced in a backers-only Kickstarter update. The direct cause of the cancellation of the development of the PS Vita game version was the overdue delivery date of the development contractor. But the final responsibility for the situation, including the management of the contractor, lies with the project team. To be more precise, Frontwing, who is the main organizer of the project and in charge of development management, Frontwing said in the update. It first launched for PC in 2005 in Japan, followed by Xbox 360 in October 2010, on PSP in February 2012, PlayStation 3 in February 2013, and Android in 2014. The PC version is expected to release in English in March. Kind of amazing they weren't able to get a Vita version for a game that was already on PSP and PS3. Like, I mean, I would understand if they went, yeah, we did a cost-benefit analysis, and no. But that's not what they're saying, so a little weird they couldn't make that happen. I guess it's a matter of just not wanting... Yeah, there's no return on investment anyways. Publisher Deep Silver and developer 4A Games will release Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition for PC via Steam. The Epic Game Store and GOG this spring, the company's announced. If everyone remembers the kerfuffle behind this game, it was originally slated to launch on Steam when, the game first launched. And then fairly shortly before launch, it was pulled off of Steam and moved exclusively to EGS. Of course, if you had the good sense to be a console player and just buy physical games, you were able to get it without any of this fucking nonsense money-hatting bullshit. And Ari, didn't you just buy this game?
Yeah, I just got it for like $14.
I'm a bit jealous because Rebecca has the cool Aurora Edition Steelbook of the game that I couldn't bring myself to buy. She bought herself the original version on Black Friday, I think a year ago now.
Are we going in this vault, Nathan?
Oh, there's a vault? I mean, I guess, might as well. Gives us something to do. Besides doing another circuit of the island again. Because Rebecca stole our raft!
I'm coming!
But she bought the Aurora Edition later because Mrs. I don't care about steelbooks went, that's a cool fucking steelbook. And then she gave me the lame plastic box copy. So, that is a steelbook that I do not possess. With some sorrow. Yeah, I should have bought it back when it was $30. I didn't, and it's my fault. And now I am filled with sorrow. I mean, it's a little bit of money.
Was that the whole vault? Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, that's where the chests were.
Well, I still don't have $5,000.
How much do you have?
$39.50.
There's another vault on this island. But we will have to sail to another island to get the money.
Yeah.
Like the upcoming PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series versions, which are due out in 2021, users who already own Metro Exodus will receive the Enhanced Edition as a free upgrade. The upgrade is so extensive it will require a ray tracing capable GPU as the minimum spec. We do not have this apparently. And we will need to deliver this version as a separate product. It is not a simple patch to the base game. Instead, it will be offered as an extra entitlement to all existing Metro Exodus PC players, 4A Games said in a blog post. The PC Enhanced Edition will offer additional ray tracing features, including advanced ray tracing, ray traced reflections, and support for DLSS 2.0 on NVIDIA software or hardware, which offers sharper image and details and increased frame rate and display resolutions. The developer also shared additional information on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series versions of Metro Exodus. I have no idea where I'm even going. The base game and downloadable content expansions will feature both our groundbreaking Ray Trace global illumination and the Ray Traced emissive light techniques pioneered in the 2 kernels expansion across all content. 4A Games said. The next-gen consoles will benefit dramatically from reduced loading times thanks to the use of their SD storage optimizations, boast 4K texture packs, and a range of platform-specific features, including spatial audio and controller latency improvements on Xbox, support for the haptic features on PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. 4A Games is targeting 1080p on the Xbox Series S version, with frame rate still to be determined, but other benefits mentioned above, including ray tracing, will be in place. You can already see that they are hedging on pretty over performance, and guys, I don't expect this to be an anomaly. So, oh, here it is. Okay. Stupid thing. Okay.
When you're done with that, I'm back over here with the rat.
That's it. That's all for the news.
Oh, that was the last of the news?
That was the last of the news.
Well,
Nathan, you were over there going, we still have so much news.
We had a whole page of stuff.
Dude, that wasn't that much.
Okay, well, it seemed like a lot.
I was expecting like another hour's worth.
It seemed like a lot when I was reading it.
It was about 10 minutes worth.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Ari, your ship is built except for the parts that you find in the labyrinths.
Okay, well, I don't know that we're gonna get to do that tonight because I still don't even have $5,000.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
And
all the work I did for you is done.
Well, now you guys got to get me back to my bed so I can save.
Hey, come to this.
I can build beds.
Come to this vault,
I have those with me.
I don't know where you're at. Hold on. Are you?
On the, east
I'm in
coast of the island.
Not you, Rebecca.
He asked me where I'm at.
No, he asked where I'm at.
Well, where am I supposed to go?
Northwestern Vault. Rebecca?
Hmm?
I know where you live, woman.
I'm building beds. You go.
I'm going back to the bed so we can save this shit.
Boo. Oh, you're right by me. All right, come here. This vault is already cleared. You're just literally walking to mine.
Yeah, I gotta build the beds anyway.
Alright.
See, look at that. We got it all sorted out. Oh, I just cleared this place. I'm already walking a dead end. Over here, Ari. Don't follow me. Follow me.
So yeah, that dragon mark for death, I'd pay like $12 for that, ideally. Yeah, I don't know how they got off charging 40.
I mean, it looks like a fine multiplayer game.
It's probably fun. but it's cheap. It's not, you know, it's not really polished.
Here's some more money. All right.
Okay.
Should be in this chest.
That's the only money that's in here.
Yeah, just pick up all the gold piles you can find.
Okay, now I have 4251.
Hey.
Yeah, this is gonna take way too long to get all that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is a game I could work on at some point, I guess, but
it's a lot easier to play with people, though.
Yeah,
because then you don't have to handle everything. Rebecca will seriously help you get this platinum if you ask.
Yeah, if Rebecca doesn't uninstall it, we could probably play at some point. It's just I'm having a hard time playing right now, just because I have to sit so far away from the screen.
So how's your back? Did that get better?
It's fucked. No, it's not better.
That sucks.
Alright, I will play with you in the future at times if you want.
It's not a big deal, but since you put. I'd at least get the galleon thing done because you put in the work for that, and I don't want you to have done that for nothing.
Yeah, so. We just got to clear the 3 vaults.
Yeah, you have most of the trophies.
The only problem part is you'd need the money, which means we'd have to sail around and look for. Or you have to clear the labyrinths. We'd have to go search for vaults to clear to get you the money. And then once
we're not doing that tonight.
No, we're not doing that tonight. We've been streaming for close to 3 hours now, which is our usual amount.
Built, so when you're done over there, just head to me.
And we can rest in our beds and we can call it a podcast. We got to nerd out about Diablo 2, which, fuck's sakes, Mass Effect and Diablo 2 remasters in the same year. Some people might be more pessimistic than me and go, oh, look at you getting excited for fucking old-ass games. You know what? Fine. I don't care. I still have fucking Persona 5 Strikers and East 9 and all kinds of other shit coming in, so it's not like that's all I'm playing. Indulge nostalgia and play that while you wait for the new shit. Although, if it's an indictment on the gaming industry or not, I am more excited about Mass Effect and Diablo 2 than anything announced coming out this year. Except for Elden Ring, because that's totally going to happen.
I have 3 of your monkeys, Ari. They're the brown ones. Take control of them.
Does it matter? How do I do that?
Just like the left trigger and then just highlight the
How do I not accidentally take some of your monkeys, though?
Because you don't have permission to take them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, do the same for me.
My monkeys are turquoise, so yours are brown.
Ari is the Monkey King!
I color-coded my monkeys. So.
Alright.
I still have one of your monkeys.
Okay, that should do it. So, Platinum, I am now at 166. I've still got 34 to go. If I want to hit my 200 Platinums by the end of this year, I'm highly dubious of that. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Finally got this game platted. And look at that. It was the first one, and I called it at the beginning. And I didn't jinx us.
Well, now you have all the monkeys you could ever need to play this game, Ari. So, like, you can factory build everything that you need.
Or just wait for Rebecca to come and do it for you. That's what I did.
Well, as long as I have control of monkeys, of the other person's monkeys, I can just do the game.
Don't listen to her whine. She loves this shit.
What's really stopping me from playing much is not having glasses. You know, I need to get glasses.
Not having a back probably doesn't help.
Well, I can lay down and play just fine. It's just I'm too far away from the screen. So if I have glasses, then I can see. But
how much do these glasses cost you?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of the places that used to do glasses around here are shut down because of COVID.
No,
so
it's not like you can go in for a test or anything.
Right, and like my mom just got an appointment, and it's in May. So that's how long I might be waiting. So
before you leave the game, make sure you save again on your bed. You can just save without sleeping.
Rebecca,
make sure that your monkeys are still with
what
you
is this polished pedoski?
Nathan, you gotta sleep again.
Petoskey.
Petoskey.
It is a stone.
I see that.
Fossilized coral. It looks cool.
Okay, can I quit now? Are we done? Are we?
I left.
Yep, we should be good. Anyways, that'll do it for 3G episode. Oh, what is this? I want to say 231. 231. 3G 231. I doubt we'll have that much news next week, but who knows? Till then, see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.